everybody, Damiano here, and welcome to Thermaltake Sprint Series Season 25, Round 8, last round at Watkins Glen. Currently just started qualifying, cars will be just starting their fast lap, and welcome to the boys, George Sanakias. Welcome, George. Nice sunny day for racing.
Absolutely. Hello, Damiano. How are you?
I am super well. We do have a little bit of news on drivers though. We heard that Aiden Squires is feeling unwell tonight and won't be racing, so shout out to Aiden. Get well soon, mate. And someone else was not attending. Who was that?
Lucas Keys apparently is not attending tonight because that throws the cat amongst the pigeons because there's only 30 points separating three drivers, which include Patrick Johnson. So all he needs is 1 point to clinch the championship.
1 point? 2 points. I see he's 1 point behind.
2 points. Sorry, he's 1 point behind. 2 points. Correct. I stand corrected.
Oh, looking at a count back, well, it's pretty close. There's only 1, 2, 3 wins difference. Yeah, count back would be race wins to Lucas Keys. So it needs 2 points. So I think last count there was like 27 drivers. So he just needs to finish, and that's all he needs to do.
Absolutely. So, obviously, they're on their... Sorry?
Well, quality points as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. The pit lane reporter, Glenn, has advised there's points for quali we keep forgetting about. 5 points per pole, I think, and 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, look, I believe quali is going to be very exciting tonight. It's going to be definitely very low 43s, maybe tipping into the 42. And here we go. Patrick on his first flying lap has posted up a 1:43.862. The temperature today, air temperature is 23, track temperature is 29, which is going to make the cars dance around a bit. It ties 0.5 behind, and the first set of laps coming through. I'm going to make a bit of a bold prediction here. I reckon there might be a guy who might be pretty quick tonight, and his name will be King, Ryan King. He's been...
What car we're looking at?
Yes, the current car. He's been cutting up some pretty quick laps. He's been practicing a fair bit. Quick shout out. Next week is the 12 hours at this track.
Oh yes, good preparation for a 12-hour race, a little short 60-minute sprint. But we're in qualifying at the moment. At the moment we've got Patrick Johnson doing a 43.8 on his first flying lap. Then we've got Oliver Tighe, Vintner, Hayes, Bishop, Stevenson, Bryce Davies, Ryan Hunt, and J-Rad. And Joe Spenceley's up there in P11. He had a shocking race last round. Hopefully he can have a better one this time round.
Absolutely. The Porsche is actually not a bad car around here, so yeah, we expect some big things about him as well, and that keeps Damiano happy because he likes to see the Porsche at the top.
You're kidding me? You say that? Look at the yellow flag on the circuit, 992. Oh, yeah, the Porsche's gone off. What have you done, man?
It's the commentator's curse, mate.
We weren't even looking at him. As we're watching Ryan King, 1.2 seconds up on his previous time. Now 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, 1.9. Okay, it looks like he's spiked up on that previous lap. Does have some traffic in front of him. 1.6 off pole, but that time would definitely come down. A little bit of traffic in front and very tight behind. It's going to be really difficult to manage these gaps. 2 seconds up now. I'm guessing provisional pole, but for how long?
Does he keep it? He increases. Yes, he's increasing size. He hasn't lost any time. This would go for a 43.5. There it is. 43.4. Oh, very low fuel run. Yeah, plenty.
Yeah, find that gap. Find that gap and go again. Johnson hasn't gone through for his second part of lap, potentially invalidated, as well as Tighe. Tighe we're looking at here. Only a smidgen under 1/10 up. Catching some cars in front. We know Tighe's pretty quick. I wonder if there was a backup. But 43.9 is a pretty respectable time. That'll be front 2 rowish. Here we go. Patrick Johnson, 0.4 up, or kept it in that corner, which was, help me out here, it's the... Not the chute. It's the chute. That's a good corner to shoot. I do like it.
Well, I don't know. Is chute between turn 5 and turn 6? It's in the middle there, and then you got turn 6. I believe the chute is the short stretch between turn 5 and turn 6.
I concur. Looking at the surface map, yes, I agree with that. So
he's just come out of heel then.
Say hill or heel?
Heel. Heel. H-double-E-L. Heel. Like on your foot.
Yes, that's right, because it's gone through the boot. Speaking of boot, he looks like he's going to boot King out of P1 and take pole for himself. Just hovering around half a second under his personal best. We'll put him about one and a bit tenths in front.
Yes.
Pretty close up front.
Oh,
yep.
Nice.
0.11.
0.372. So now it's up to the rest of them. Here we are with Wittner. He's up by 0.25. He's got a car in front of him. It looks like Bishop's in front of him. Is it going to hinder him a little bit? Come out of the corner, just split? No, he's maintained it. 0.2 up. That potentially will drop, put him up to about 6. There you go.
And still pushing for an extra lap by the looks of it. Oh, finds 0.2 in the turn 1. Affectionately known as the 90, but if I look at it in the circuit map, it looks more like 85 degrees.
Yeah, he went in and just on a corner exit had a little bit of oversteer there, and it actually took 0.2 off him now, so now he's just level with his delta.
Where is he?
Potentially being behind Bishop,
well.
he might hurt him because he's behind Andy. So it's depending if Andy can sort of pull out and give him a clean run. He's just gone through the inner loop. I call that the bus stop.
Same here.
Inner loop.
You know, it doesn't look like a loop at all. Bus stop makes sense. Loop, no.
Yeah. Now they've gone down the chute into turn 6.
Turn 6. Entering the boot. Oh, the toe. This is the tyre destroyer, this corner. Front left, absolutely screaming, probably from about lap 3, I reckon.
Yeah, and if you can get a good run out.
Weight.
Yeah, if you get a good run out, it's good, but geez, it's easy to get a lot of oversteer through that corner.
Oh, it's a lot of, and it can lose a lot of time under braking as well, being a bit too conservative, which is my Achilles heel at the toe. And the other Achilles heel I have here is turn 8 and turn 9. These are my 2 weakest corners, but yeah, that's a secret for next weekend for you.
Yeah, it is same as me. Ooh, 0.2 up for McKellar.
Well, that'll give him a few spots to manage that through.
Yeah, he's maintaining that. That should get him up. Oh, he's just lost a little bit there. No, he's gained on the corner exit. Great corner exit. Made himself, pretty much found himself another 10th. How does he go out of here into toe? Can he get it in and out really quick without 0.3 increasing time? Yes, he has. He's increased. He's found another 10th. Well done. Looking
for a top 6 if you can maintain the pace here. As we're watching through the heel again, out to turn 8. Through to another interesting. I can't wait for the race. All these corners are so interesting. They've all got lots of characters in them. 0.5, nearly 0.5 up. Difficult to get a drive out, and a lot of timing to get the acceleration through the second last corner. A lot of time can be made and lost by going a little bit deep. Keeps it on the inside of the track. Still valid. Don't go too wide here. Get your timing right. Use the camber. Drive the car wide. Don't hit the wall. And your time's 0.5 up, and it's going to get you 6. 4.
4th. Ooh. Great lap. 0.5 behind.
Still 2 minutes to go, and you can do it 2 more laps to go, depending on the fuel. And curious to see the best Porsche time of the night. Well, Porsche drivers, I think we have, is it Joe Spenceley in the Pro-Am? He was hanging around P11 earlier, and it was Winston Yao. He was silver class, I believe.
Oh, Spenceley's up 0.1 as well. Oh, we saw that Patrick was just doing an installation nap just to get all the tyres right. It's 0.1. Can he maintain it? He's going into heel. Does he? Yes, he's increased it a little. Oh, here we go. Fast lap. Patrick Johnson, 143.2. Oh, that's throwing the cat amongst the pigeons.
What's that?
Oh, he's increasing up 0.2 coming out. Good drive out of that. Can he maintain that and increase the 2 more corners to go to get himself another 10th? That will raise him up a few positions. Good turn in. Can he get the acceleration coming out of the last corner, going out wide? He's maintained the 0.2, so that's going to get him up a few positions as well. Bang, 11. To 11th. Well done.
44.3. Excellent time there. I think there's that leading pro. No. We got Price Davies Pro-Am P5 and Oliver P7. Be cars. How
we going with Ryan? Is he up at all?
Oh, your mate Ryan Kidd, car 46.
Hello.
Good time to go over.
Here we go. 0.3. Can he get it out there without the wall? He clipped the wall. Bad luck. That pressure was on. He was 0.2. He was there or thereabouts.
Oh, he wants it.
There's going to be a fair bit of damage there. But one thing I know about the Lexus, the Lexus can drive with a bit of damage. You don't lose too much time with about 10 seconds of damage. Yet over that, you start losing a tenth here and there.
He's dropped 2 tenths
yeah.
on turn 1. Oh, down. Yeah, he's bailed.
That's it. He's bailed out. Oh, look, in anger, he's taking the Pirelli side.
His stupid tyres. It's all the tyres' fault.
I had tyres up by 0.16 as well now.
That'll improve his position, his timing gap, but not a position. So he's still got your mate Ryan King on front row, provisionally.
Oh, depending if he can maintain it. There he goes. He's increased it, 0.3.
You need 3 tenths. Oh, he has got 3 tenths.
He's got the 3 tenths. He's right on the cuff here. He's just going to make sure these 2 corners are done properly. He can't bleed too much time. He's going out wide. He's ridden the curve. Now it's the drive onto the front straight. Can he get the... Oh, it's a bit of a slide.
No more.
That's hurt him. He's hit the wall. That's not enough. That hurt him. That slide hurt him. Big time.
Oh. Still an improvement. And Price Davies, I think, is still one of the last cars running. Who we got now? We got Price Davies, 0.3, pretty flat. Can't make one spot to go into the second row, but got a pitchy car in front. And as with our qualifying rules, over to Benny Vintner with the Kunos timing blip in the top left, where it's red, where it's most likely a valid lap, not invalid lap. So here we go. Taking the last corner, looking pretty solid there. Getting in, clip the corner, pushed a bit wide, very safe on the exit, 0.15 up, 0.16, gets a spot, gets 4 spots.
That's the 4th, well done, Ooh. Great lap. Great lap in the 4th, just knocked McKellar out.
Oh, and there's more coming, here comes Rondinella, who took a late start at P10.
10?
Oh, so I'm in the pits for a few laps. As he's up, that's not an improvement. That could also potentially be invalidation. Was it car crabbing after that?
Yeah, it was crabbing.
Oh man, that's a wow. All right, you talk it. I'll grab the timing, so we can talk about who's the movers and shakers.
Ooh, the movers and shakers. Well, this is going to be interesting. It's going to be a pretty fast run going into turn 1. Turn 1, there are a couple of lines you can drift a bit wide. Doesn't affect you, but look, just for the point standings here, we know that obviously it's Lucas, Patrick Johnson, Aiden Squires for there. In silver, we have got Ryan, then Kyle, then Andy Bishop. Between Kyle and Andy Bishop's only 1 point, and if in Pro-Am, you got Benny Oliver.
Oh, here we go. Thank you, Glenn. We're on the screen.
There it is. There it is. Thank you.
Some deltas with the leaders. Take it away, George.
Yeah, I can see it. You got Ryan there. He's the 8th overall. He has got about a 60-point lead in front of Kyle, so obviously he's going to need to have a disastrous race to lose that. But the fight is between 2nd, 3rd, and 4th there. Those 3 guys there, which is Piper, Andy, and Cole. Anything can happen on that one. And then when you look at the Pro-Am, you got Benny Oliver, Abraham Bank, and Price Davies as well. Abraham Bank is only 15 points behind Oliver, so there's a lot to play out. I believe...
Are you not leaving out Xavier for Pro-Am leading at P10? There's a big gap.
Oh, sorry, my bad. No, you're right. I missed that totally. I'm a shocker. That's it. I'll retire from comming. That's the end of it. I'm finished.
Can't do this alone.
Sorry, no, correct. You are right. Yeah.
Well, commentate like we're doing stock tickers, and in first position we have Glenn. If you can indulge me and just have while we're doing the cast, or maybe on the formation lap potentially, just the
order.
The qualifying order. So I can screen cap those. I think there's going to be some moves. Oh, thank you. Oh, can we get... There we go. Thank you. I'm causing mayhem, as I do is my one. But this is going to help us a lot in the second part of the race, where we see people take their pit stops and see who the movers and shakers are. And the latter half of the grid, if I may, Glenn. Okay. There we go. I know I've ruined Glenn's mojo for the broadcast. I'm sorry, everybody.
In the background, Glenn's actually paying out on me because I stuffed up the the point standings there. I'll put the commentator's curse on the stream here at the moment. So, obviously,
famous last words.
60-minute race, fuel stop,
Yes.
fixed timing. It's going to be interesting in strats. Do you go long? Do you go short? I'll be tipping most of the guys in the top 10 are going to be going long, depending how long it is, as they're going out in their formation lap to warm up those tyres. And some of the guys down at the back there, it'd be interesting to see what they do if they decide to do maybe 4 or 5 laps and then come in and go long at the end to have a clear track.
I'm predicting Mayhem turn 1. I'm looking at it. We got the double Lexi front row, the double Nissan second row, double Ferrari third row, and then a Nissan and 2 Lexi behind. So those Ferraris going to be slightly slow starting and going to have 3 faster cars, hot starters, I'd say.
I believe it's going to be good. There'll be no yellow flags. There'll be no safety cars. I think everyone's going to be playing nice. But if there's going to be one, it's going to go on up through the S's or going into the inner loop, which I call the bus stop.
And doesn't look like there's been any protests for qualifying. So Patrick Johnson being on pole and Lucas not showing up, I think that's championship done. So racing for pride now for Patrick Johnson. Yeah. Watch that.
Yeah.
There's a race to be won.
That's it.
There's a race to be won. We have King challenging for a silver outright win. Glenn, Jimmy. We still got Price Davies and Oliver to battle it out. And what else we got that's interesting? It was some extra P14, P15. Some extra. The second part of the Pro-Am podium battle happening. So there's still a lot to play for. Well, the championships aren't sorted.
Bragging broadcast finish.
Broadcast finish!
Hey! No, there's bragging rights here. The Lexus drives out in the front. There's definitely some bragging rights there, and bragging rights for the Nissans and the Ferraris, and there's plenty to play on for tonight.
Just quickly, Glenn, sorry, I just see a word in the top left called test overlaying the timing table. Just some...
you're testing us, Glenn. That's what you're doing. There he goes.
Hey.
All right, so they're obviously going to be called to double up now, keep it nice and tight. It's depending who gets the nice jump going into turn 1. Like I said, turn 1's very interesting. There is a couple of lines, but the drag up those S's is going to be fantastic. So let's see what happens. We're just going to make sure that everyone stays on point. Oh, now it's got broadcast finished up the top there with an exclamation mark. Oh. Glenn's just worked out that he's got a couple of buttons there. Extra buttons that he can use. All right, so coming onto the front straight
here we go.
Concentrating on there, we're going to make sure we just stay on that line. Got to tighten up a little bit at the back there, and just waiting for the start. Very close. Obviously, Johnson wants to get out in front right early. Waiting for the green light. Green. Here we go. Oh, the Nissan of Ty's got a great start. It's putting some pressure on King. Oh no. Oof. Going around. Oh, there's a few cars. That's no good.
Car. Yes.
Yeah, Ty Vittner's. Ryan's right behind Johnson. And 2 cars. Ty and Vittner fighting it up through the S's as well. We've got Vittner's on the inside, so he's going to have the run going into the inner loop. Obviously, Ryan's just fallen back a little bit. Let's make sure they get through there. Oh, the Ferrari's gone in. Oh, there's another contact going into the inner loop. I don't know if it was McKellar. McKellar's the one who's done that. Oh, my God. Come on, gentlemen, tidy up.
It's Con. Car 7.
Car 7. Oh. Here he is.
But good news. Your mate King survives, currently P2, through the first timing sector.
Yes, he has. So they're going up through toe, coming out onto boot. Heading down the hill, and it looks like it's all settled down, so there's no safety car, so we're on racing, gentlemen. We are racing here. Now, I know that King's been practicing the long runs. Can he maintain it? He's been pretty rapid, but the amount of fuel that's in the car could play a big part as well. Has he gone long? It looks like he's a little bit slow, so I reckon he may be going very, very long here. It's going to be interesting to see. Ending the first lap. Once we get around the corner here, everyone's gotten through. Oh, a little bit wide from Ty, but still okay. Track limits do play a bit of part here as well, so they're just going to be careful. Oh, it's got
And the wall.
The wall of champions. Ooh, first lap comes in.
There goes one in the background.
7.
Who was that? There was a white car. Just went into the wall. Very, very heavy hit. It was a white car. That's all I recommend. Oh,
the Bentley on the inside going into turn 1. Did he make it stick? We'll find out shortly. Oh, there it is.
There's a Porsche. Yeah. Go, Joe. Oh my God.
He's getting over on the outside. God, I'll let you take this one. Here you go. That's all you.
So we're looking at Nicholson. He's in front of Spenceley and the Porsche behind. In front is Piper overtaking Nicholson and the Bentley, getting through on the inside through the Audi, getting a bit of dirt there, survives. So I thought it was going to have some Audi things there. Looking at Luke Johnson way back again in the pack. Where did he qualify? We'll check that out later.
I'm fairly sure it was down the pack. I'm pretty sure it was down the back of the pack.
Yeah, which is allowed.
Oh, a bit of a tap.
Get in there, Joe.
That's
how you do it. That's how you make some good overtakes in a Porsche. You just wait your time and things will happen. Yeah, that's a bit of a oopsie there from Johnson, the faster driver, having a bit of a tap on car 25 Nicholson. Still early days yet. Can recover. I don't think the tyres got completely destroyed with that little mover. Will be good. So looking at Joe Spenceley, currently P16 running. Oh, he dropped a few spots on the start. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4? 5th in class at the moment in P16. Chasing down Piper with Ibrahim Bank behind him in the BMW. As Luke Johnson's looking very pacey at the back there. He was who was he behind? Athanyaki in the Aston Martin. Now we switched over to Benny Vintner, fastest lap of the race of 43.8. Ooh, that's a pretty quick time. Do we think that Patrick Johnson's gone for a light fuel to start the race? Because that's only half a second off his quality time. What did he get? A 43.2. Yeah. Enough of that. We're looking at Benny Vintner challenging Ty.
Ty behind. Yeah, Ty's behind.
No. Ty on King.
Yes.
So we have
protecting the inside. Stay on the inside line because you can't go around the outside on this track. That's it. Pulls in, goes over the curb 1, curb 2 and out. I think Ryan's got a heavy fuel load, so he's just got to wait for that fuel load to come down a bit, where potentially these other guys are they might be doing a 50-50 split, and Ryan might be doing a 70-30. It can be interesting to see what happens towards the end there.
And with the weather conditions as well, I just want to point out that the track temperature's down to 27 now, so the tyres will be a little bit nicer for most of the race. Not going to be as hot.
Toasty?
Yes. Yeah, melty maybe. Yeah, melty is probably the right word.
For silver position is going to be very interesting now for 2nd, 3rd and 4th, because Kyle obviously must have been caught out in that turn 1 incident or going up into the inner loop, because he's dropped to 23rd, and there was only a point separating. Well, there's about, I think it was 10 points separating 2nd, as well as 3rd and 4th behind him. So this is going to hurt a little bit.
Yes,
you're on with John Rad.
Radler in the pack. So Lipty's stretched out a little bit. 43.7 for Patrick Johnson, as we have a car behind us. That's Piper going with?
Oh, just took the wall, I think, too. I think, maybe.
Mirror's still on. It's all good. No problem.
That's the Pidgey car. Trying to put the coat of varnish on the wall.
Yes. Reduce the car weight by I just saw Yao just get the car a little bit sideways there. He's got an excellent drive out of turn 1, but gee, that sideways moment has really hampered the movement. I don't think he's going to get a slipstream to get an overtake here. The Porsche's going to start dying in its pace here, where the McLarens and the Ferrari in front will probably stretch out a little bit. I think the Ferrari's definitely faster through this section over the McLaren with these two drivers. And the Porsche looks much more stronger through the bus stop.
Look, the Porsche's definitely got a front end on the car. Look, I've driven this track over the last week with the Porsche, surprisingly enough, just to see how it's going, and it was okay. I didn't mind. It actually took I'll call it the bus stop, bugger the inner loop, the bus stop. It actually took it very, very well. It's surprising how well it actually took it with the rear engine car. So... Really? Yes, so the brakes on that car is just phenomenal around here, because I was able to push a half brake pedal to slow it up. So the brakes are very, very. Oh, he's having a look. Nah, just a bit too far back.
He could have made it. Send it.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
Here's a different confet. Well, turn 9. It's a tricky one. You can almost get underneath the cars there. Oh, as we see the picture car Stevenson get a little bit of dirt, driving really hard behind Rad. The trick here is this corner and the last corner. Stevenson really needs to be super smooth to get a good run out of turn 1 to get the run up the hill. This is good for him. What he needs to do here is stay super close and nail an early acceleration out of turn 1.
Yeah, turn 1 is the big key. You do lose. Oh, he's got a great run there, so he's going to be behind him. But that McLaren is pretty good up through here as well, but he's definitely getting a bit of a slipstream. That's going to help him. John's going to need to protect the inside line. Again, going around the outside, especially in the bus stop, not easy. He's got to defend the inside, which he is going to make him go around the outside. Definitely not close enough. You can't just like that. It is a fourth gear corner coming into here. Oh, the Ferrari's taking him third. Oh, he's got a lot of bounce through there. That hurt him a bit. He saved it. He's going around the outer loop.
The first part's a bit unsighted. Oh, that's allowed Yao to have a bit of a look. Yao can have a bit of a dive at the toe section as we see car 26 go yellow at the exit to the bus stop. I don't know who that was. Oh, that was Piper in the Audi doing some Audi things. I reckon he's had an awful moment through some of those curbs. Looks like it was the second stage through the curbs. Yeah, I didn't get a look at it. It's a good dive option too in the toe there. So watch out. Said they weak. I'll be there.
Yes. Oh God, that's right. I might have to get me a helicopter license if you're driving next week.
Oh. I'm just Stevenson, right? Right there. It looks like Rad doesn't have super confidence through these last 2 corners. He seems pretty good in these, not the previous 2 corners. The fourth and turn 8, turn 9. At Johnson at 43.6. Ooh, that's getting close to his quality time. I think you're right. I think it's gone light fuel. We'll have to wait and see. It could be a 50-50. Here we go. This is better. This is much better.
I think John just clipped the wall that might hurt him. Under braking, I reckon he's going to go for it. He's going to send it. Here he goes. He sends it in.
Is room given?
Room given. That is great. Overtaking. Now he's got to get the run to make sure that he keeps
Yao's got to run
behind
now.
him.
Yao can do this. He's got to get the slipstream and be super brave under braking.
Yeah, look, I believe John behind the Ferrari is going to give him a bit of a slipstream as well, because we know the Ferrari's pretty quick. Here you go, just pulling out a little bit. Can he get under braking? And I don't think so. He's going to need to tuck it in. Oh!
He's done it again.
Oh no, he's lost it. Oh, that's going to allow him to come through.
Oh, is that a bump pass?
No, that is fair. That is fair. He lost it. He come off the track. Come back. That's fair. Play on. That is play on. 100%.
All right. Yay, Bush. Yep. Did you see that?
That was side by side. That is good. Just give me a... I'm surprised actually, because when they touch, normally the car that does the touching normally gets speed off. So it was pretty good.
Well, Stevenson got that second part of the second corner of the 4-corner sequence to the bus stop. He was very iffy through there as well, but he was offline. So both laps he was offline. As we're looking at Stockton, having a look on Rad, Ferrari on McLaren, little
bit of a tap there. Oh, come on.
That's how you do it. Oh, there we go. That's Johnson's pen for turning the Bentley around. Rad defending a little bit, which has allowed Spenceley to join the show as well. So we'll see how these guys go in turn 1. It's going to be super interesting. Stevenson and Yao leading this little pack, stretched out already that little bit. Stevenson hasn't stretched too far on Yao. It's only half a second. Rad doesn't seem super confident that last couple of corners. Oh, that was Ibrahim Bank. Yeah, that's a new wheel alignment at pit stop for sure.
Absolutely. So can he get out of the run here properly? He's gone a little bit deep. He's lost a bit of time. The Ferrari's got a bit of a run on him going up through the S's now.
Oh, yeah. Oof. Look at the drive. He's just got to stay with it. The only way I see it, no, don't go wide. Yeah, you got to stay super close. If you pull out too early, it's game over. It's got a good drive though. I'm surprised with that. Oh, here these guys. What are they doing?
Clipping the curve. Yep, clipping the curve beautifully.
Brad Stocko and Spenceley all checking each other up just a tiny bit to make sure they all survive the bus stop on version 2.
Come on, Red. Concentrate. Keep a look forward. Don't worry about the mirrors. Just slow in fast there. Get the drive on that McLaren and start catching up and put some pressure on the cars in front of you. Get back into the rhythm, champ. Get back into the rhythm.
Let's see how he goes. Well, if he wasn't coaching, it doesn't look like he's using all the curbs available to him on some of the corners, so he can actually go a little bit wide. Oh, first stop. Ash Ventiner, car 175, is in the pits. Not sure it's from an incident or a scheduled stop. And Luke Johnson as well, 7 to 10, and a fuel stop early. Back to the leads. We have King and Ty.
Oh, big hit by Ty on the wall.
Oh, man, that tyre. Can you wear out a tyre wall? Is that actually possible?
No, I don't think so. I think the car's always going to come off second best, mate, hitting that wall. But he seems to have a bit of a run on him.
The pressure is real. Oh my goodness.
He's giving him a bit of a bump draft up there. He's going, mate, I want that position. Right, I do believe that Ryan either he's got some damage, he's clipped the wall, or he's definitely running a high fuel load because he's struggling, and I'm surprised about this.
Didn't he bump the wall earlier? Oh, he's left the door.
No, that was in qualifying. He bumped the wall. I saw him do that.
Okay. Yep. Oh,
a bit of a size.
Listen, it's a big handful in the first part of the bus stop. Pretty hooked up in the second part. And these guys are 5 seconds behind Patrick Johnson after 7 laps, so it's a strategy to do. So the other part of the strategy is, like, you're not required to take tyres. Tyres will only be a plus 5 seconds. Would you take them? Would you not?
Well, it's depending how long you go. I mean, if you're going to go and you only run 15 minutes towards the end, 10 to 15 minutes, I wouldn't be taking tyres. I'd suffer with them because that 5 seconds, as long as you've got reasonable pace. But if you come in, you're doing a 50-50, you have to.
Yeah, I'd say that the limit would be 20 minutes at the end. Or as we see car 73 have a bit of a yellow moment. Oh, it's a picture car.
Oh, what can you do there? Come on. Last race of the season, what can you get under that bonnet?
Oh,
yeah, the Pro-Am leader. Yes.
He's taking the bachelor sandwich bag back to the pits for a little snack. So he'll be there for about 4 minutes while these had teleported in pits. Oh, where was that? That was to the bus stop.
I haven't seen too many pens for turn 1 yet, which is interesting.
Oh, so, there we go.
Oh, he goes.
Essentially on Rad. Little bump. There was on Rad's.
Oh, there goes Rad around.
Oh, what a save. Good save. 3 orange cars in a row.
Again, I believe he was in there. That's going to be another, I think that's fair. He's on the inside there, and he's there. He's well inside. But through to the stewards, I'll pass that one off. I am not biased at all to my Porsche co-driver for the race. Joe and I are teaming up for the race next week. Look, I'm not biased. I know John pretty well, but I believe that Porsche was far enough in there, in my opinion. But again, stewards might have a different view on that. We'll leave it up to them. And unfortunately, that's allowed to get a good run on the McLaren. Does he get in there under braking?
Oh, Atanaki.
He stuck it. I don't believe it was touched. I think it was fine.
Oh, that's Purdom. That's a penalty. Oh, that could be the left one.
Left one.
Start issue. A bit of wobbly there. I was expecting. Who had the really strong start at the back? It got between the two Ferraris. I thought something was going to happen there, but it didn't. That was pretty exciting.
Here you go. For our viewers out there, here we go. Replay, what's going on here?
Oh, that's so offline. Did he get help?
Yeah, he got that.
Was that brakes held? I can't tell.
I think it doesn't matter brake held or not. He was still sliding. There was no way you're going to stop that car, but you can put your chicken wings under that bonnet.
Chicken wings, mate. You can put a whole turkey in there.
Turkey. For all our viewers out there, I've been told if you turn the Watkins Glen map upside down, it looks like a what?
Looks like a duck.
A duck, apparently. So if anyone can see that there's a duck there, can you please post it up? Because I cannot see a duck if you turn it upside down.
The little skinny bits, the head and the back.
Skinny bits. You and your turkeys and chickens and whatever else you want under the bonnet.
It's just foul, mate. It's just foul.
You got Glenn in the background going, oh my God, what have we got? Last race this season, these guys are out of control. Okay, so here we are, back with Simpson. Who else is there? Kyle. They're all battling. They're within a couple of tenths. They're all going to be fighting going into the lap. Look at this.
Yeah, the Piper. He had a moment and he's finding his way back. Got past on Billet.
Oh!
Another Audi moment. That's the rejoin line.
No, he saved it. He got it.
And he's caught up to the Bentley that was turned around earlier. Oh my goodness. The suspension. Oh, he's having a look on the inside. No, he's not. Oh, Piper had a little look on Simpson in the heel. No, in the turn 6. Exit
turn 6, yeah, that's it. Now we're coming into tow, buddy. Heels.
If I can just quickly say, Brian Kong, car number 7's in the pits. He pitted from P18. We'll see how he finishes. He had a big moment through the bus stop earlier as well. He got turned around. So he pretty much stopped. It's a pretty exciting race so far.
It is pretty exciting racing.
Oh, okay. Well, Kong's done. I think that's probably speeding in the pits. SG30. That's a pretty significant pen. He must have been flying.
Yeah.
No speed limit there. Although you can't get disqualified if you go too fast. Thank you. What's that, Matt? Thank you, Matt. Definitely looks like a duck.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Well done, Matt. I'm trying to give Damiano a hard time here, and you had to confirm it with him.
Right. I have my fan base. They're very few and far between, but they also are very sympathetic. As we're looking at everyone bank on Spenceley getting around the outside through the S's, going to probably have a look at, unless Spenceley can get a draft from Stockton in front.
He's getting a draft.
No, he's bailed. Survived for another race. That's good. That's smart driving, that. Better to lose one spot than to go home with a chicken in your bonnet.
Absolutely, 100%. And
there's no Craig Dale. That's +2 for Damiano. Looks like a duck.
Oh, guys.
I'm about $1,000 out of pocket, by the way. I just want to let you know.
You paid him, didn't you? You paid him to say that.
No one would agree to this in any other conditions.
No, none whatsoever. All right, back onto it. Look, tonight's race it's actually a good practice for a lot of these guys. This track is obviously not easy to drive quick.
Do you hear the duck?
I heard the duck.
What we need now is a chicken.
Just settle down, guys. Come on. We're losing control of this. Let's get back onto the racing here.
Race fit, remember?
Ty's putting a lot of pressure on Ryan. He's only 0.7 behind. I did get a message come through before that Ryan is fairly heavy with fuel. So once that fuel starts coming down a bit, he might be... Oh, wall! Oh, no!
Everyone responds to the hit on the wall. That's allowed Spenceley through. And Spenceley might even get a go on lap turn 1 or... We're looking at Stockton.
Oh, that's a big seat. Oh, yeah, no, that's all right. He pulled it up. That is fine. You're allowed to send it as long as you get track room. He did, so that was great.
Circa previous lap, this is exactly where they were last lap.
Absolutely.
Interesting. Yeah, so Stocko's refabricating this left-hand side of his car, which it nearly lost it in a reaction. Yeah, it's not a bad one. I've seen cars hit the wall and end up in the pits. There's some big hits.
Rondanella's in the pits. He's got his mandatory pit stop. Oh, a little bit wide sideways, drifting from bank there, but he's corrected it again. Oh,
Spenceley's looking quite racing.
Having a look. He's getting very racing. Mind you, that McLaren's had a few hits against the wall, so he might be suffering a little bit with handling as well, which is allowing Spenceley to stick his nose in. That car, the push looks like it's pretty square still. So let's go racing, boys. Let's go racing. Oh, clip the grass. That hurt a bit. Is that going to bring John back into it if these guys keep on fighting?
So. Well, there's 2.8 seconds behind Spenceley, looking at Rad to Spenceley. And also up front, P3 and P4 are super tight together as well. We're getting Vintner. And McKellar's also closing up on King. But they were always pretty close from lap 2, weren't they? So King's got some good pace. If King's on heavy fuel, he's doing pretty good. Because he stretched the lead out for being on heavy fuel. But it depends. Are the others on heavy fuel or not? Don't know.
Yeah, look, I know King's been doing a lot of long runs, obviously prepping for the 12 hours, so he knows what the car's going to do. You just have to get through the first, say, half a dozen to 10 laps, and the car will settle down a bit. The Lexus around here is actually not a bad car to drive, surprisingly. So he just needs to maintain it, protect the tyres. Look, the tyres do go off towards the end here because there is a fair bit of sliding on this track, so he needs to protect it. We know that.
Benny Vittner's looking quite racy on Ty. I think Ty may have used more of his tyres trying to get past King, but couldn't do it. Now it's falling back into the clutches of Vintner. It's only been 4.
Quite possible, quite possible. We know that Patrick Johnson's got a 9-second lead at the moment. Oh, there's a yellow flag there, 251.
Billet, silver class. Listen.
No, he's oh.
Oh, more damage. What are you doing with your car? That's a chicken wing. No, not
that's a chicken wing.
I've seen much worse. Good livery though.
Yeah.
Get up to the livery. Oh, there you go.
That's it. That's it. Oh, yeah, it's it. Oh,
no. Now
you can put a chicken under the bonnet.
I bet he didn't know we were watching.
No.
I'm sorry, Billet. Oh, Purdom. It's another little snapperini. Yeah, what did Purdom do? Did he tap the back of someone? Ooh, hello, that Bentley got super close to the back of Piper. It's Simpson. So you got Simpson in a Pidgey Ferrari, with Piper in the Audi and Nicholson.
Oh, super wide there. That's going to be close to the track limit, I think.
I'm not. It's.
Piper's on for second in silver here.
Yes.
No, Andy Bishop will be in second because he was only 1 point behind Kyle. Yeah, so obviously Andy could jump into second. Mate, Andy needs to go to pro. He's finished. He's finished on top of silver. He's finished second a couple of times. He needs to go as pro. He's a pro driver for sure.
There's another yellow in the middle of the straight. Car 455.
In the S's,
Simpson. Yeah. What happened there?
He's going again. He must have spun it, maybe.
Exit to the pits? No, he did.
There he goes. Ooh.
I think the cars in the pits now are the ones that have been the cars. So
that's definitely got some damage on the car now.
Oh yeah. I know what happened. Exit curve at turn 1. No, he was past there. Turn 1. Yeah. It's turn 2.
It'll be going up. It's the climb up. The car can get unsettled if you've got some damage.
Spenceley passed Stocko. Spenceley's past Stocko and stretched out a 1.5 second gap. So it was 2 Porsche drivers, line astern, P11, P12. My heart is warming to the circuit very muchly.
And have a look. There are 2 Porsches.
Yes.
Look, exactly. 11th and 12th. Can he close that gap and make it a Porsche?
I know, right? I heard you, Glenn. I heard you. It's all right. Glenn's... Oh, Ibrahim Banks gone super wide. He's pulled it in. I didn't think he was going to make it there. King, Ty, Vintner, McKellar for the top 10. Patrick Johnson was leading. Then we got Bishop, Oliver, Hayes, Price Davies, Stevenson, and Yow's just dropped a tiny bit back. We're at 35 minutes to go. Track time is dropping more. Oh, hello. Okay. Oh, this is the move from Joe Spenceley and the Porsche in orange. Oh, wow, we're on the marbles. Breaking under marbles, you got to be kidding me. What a move. Oh, that's confidence.
Yeah. Oh, it's just got onto the grass there to let it bunch. Banks trying to fight it around there, but just on the outside of out of loop, it's very, very hard around there. Oh, good. That Ferrari. Yeah, wow. It doesn't like taking the curb.
How about that move by Stocko? Seriously? Yeah, the guy's like over 70, right?
Is he?
Yeah, he's one of our senior drivers. In the over 50 races.
Viagra. Jesus. Porsche, as I said to you, I've driven that Porsche, and that Porsche over those, 15 seconds, causing a collision in lap 8. That Porsche through the inner loop there is actually not too bad. It does actually take the curves pretty well.
Yeah, you got to line up. You still need confidence to do it. That's for sure. It's taken me many a lap to get half good through there.
Mate, I wanted to run the Porsche for the 12 hour just to prove a point to you, but he's under braking. Can he get the good run to catch up to Oliver? Let's see what happens. No, not quite.
You should put his siren on.
Yeah, pull him over. Pull him over for speeding.
Was I going to mention last week?
No, come on. No, settle down.
Glenn. Pit lane comments. Bank's taking the pits for tyres, just under half distance. Bank was pitting from roughly P14. So yeah, this would be the early stoppers coming in. I would call them the regular early stoppers.
Yeah, the 50-50 split, yep. So I'll be tipping in the next 15 minutes you'll see the majority of them. I'll be tipping at least 70 to 80% of them, and then whoever goes even longer than that. Here we go.
Al Simpson leaving the pits after repairing the car. Excellent, getting back in the race. I love it when a driver just keeps driving. A lot of respect to it. If you have a bad race and you're in the wall, you go back to pits, you keep going again. I have a lot of respect for you for keep going.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting race because, like I said, yes, King, I believe, has done well and maybe won a reverse grid or finishing right up on the reverse grid. But this is the first time that I've seen him obviously qualify on the front row and fighting for second position right through. This will be a sensational race if he can maintain it because, Ty just clipped the wall again. He likes clipping that wall. He's trying to maximise the track width.
You know, Stephen Ty's only got like 98% of his car left. 2% left on the wall.
Maybe the car will get penalised at the end of the race for being underweight.
I think you've got a point. It could definitely be a thing.
Yeah, I mean, to be up there, you know, racing against Ty and Vintner and co. Here we go. Simpson with a 10-second penalty for causing a collision on lap 14. Yeah, so Pens have come through now.
Yep, that was 2 laps ago. That was, I think, when he suffered. 75's out. That's beaten. It's at a moment. They're just catching up to him now. He's had a moment. So lapping traffic now. So P2, 3 and 4 are right behind P19, who's just had a little moment. So hopefully, Beaton's been pretty good. He's a pretty good blue flagger. He knows how it works. But letting through 3 cars at once. Yeah,
here we go.
He's doing his best.
Yeah. Look, at that position there, you can't just jam the brakes on. Unfortunately, you just got to wait.
Yes. I think it is excellent driving there by Beaton. Shout out to Beaton for a good blue flagging. Good lesson for everyone. So what he did there, he didn't lose much time. He actually slided back pretty close behind the cars. He does have damage. We can see that. That's like half a chicken, I think, there. Again, good respect for blue flag driving as well. Yeah, it's always difficult.
I want someone to put a KFC livery on so the bonnet can come up and say, there you go, there's the KFC chicken under the bonnet.
Like the Red Bull wings when Webber flips it. Oh, McKellar pits from P5. Oh, he got balked by Beaton entering the pits. Wonder how scary that was.
Yes, will that hurt him a little bit? Will that allow a couple of the other cars to jump him?
Yeah, he was like 2 seconds behind, 1 to 2 seconds behind this pack of King, Ty, and Vintner. They were in the pack of 3. Although Vintner's got dropped back a little bit, and that was no fault of Beaton because Vintner was super close. So Vintner had a little moment by himself. A couple more cars, as you're saying, doing a 50-50-50 split. We have Yao, Spenceley, Stockton, Atanyaki, and McKellar all in the pits at the moment, and obviously Beaton repairing some damage there. So the leader, Patrick Johnson, leading by 11 seconds over P2, Ryan King, over Stephen Ty, Vintner, Bishop, Oliver, Hayes, Price Davies, and Stevenson. The only odd one out of the top 10 that's pitted at the moment is McKellar. But interestingly, since the start of the race, the track temperatures dropped by 4 degrees and the ambience dropped by 1. So no need for tyre pressure changes, but if you're taking tyres, you definitely get there's going to be more. There's more pace to come.
Yeah, I mean the curbs aren't super bad around this track, but yeah, this game tends to lose a bit of tyre pressure by just clipping the curbs.
If you get it wrong, yep.
Yeah,
little micro losses.
Yeah, the little micro losses, but it doesn't really affect you. Sometimes drop a little.
Ty's pitting.
Yes, he is. There you go. Now it's going to be interesting to see how.
Johnson pits. Right, so.
Yeah. So that just shows that Ryan is going long. So I believe that Patrick is obviously done enough to actually to get out, and he'll be in front once Ryan pits. But it's going to be interesting down the back there. Will he make a bit of a gap? Will these guys be taking tyres this far out with 30 minutes to go? I believe they're going to take tyres. Does that mean does King take no tyres? Will that hurt his lap times towards the end? Let's see what happens in this conclusion.
So Blitzkrieg Bev, I'll say that with the most awful accent I can think of. Yes, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying our commentating and our racing and our in general for all our splits that we have. We have many races. Just a quick shout out. We have iRacing, we have LMU, we have the Academy series of LMU if you're just new to it, so you don't have to race with the super fast people. You can build your repertoire through there. We're still running ACC, as you can see. What else do we have?
Club 50?
Club 50 with ACC. Yeah, so the three main platforms we have at the moment, which is iRacing, which is on next, actually. So stay on board. Oh, Ben Oliver, Car 99, got a DT. I'd say that's for pit lane speeding or track limits. Hard to tell.
I believe that might be track limits, because you do get affected by track limits in here. Normally stop and go for speeding in the pits. So, yep, I reckon that's going to be track limits. Interesting. Yeah.
So
and also, a special thanks to also... Oh, here he goes. Oh, is he trying to cover this? He's in. Oh, didn't get a good in lap. I didn't expect that.
Fine. It's fine. He's fine. As Benevento follows in as well. Benevento was like 2 seconds behind, so that looks... It had a good entry. We'll see.
Yeah.
Racing.
Who's going to take tyres? Have they taken tyres?
Hang on, you got a friend leading a race, haven't you? Who's leading?
I know.
Say it. Say it.
Go,
say it.
Bishop. Go, you good thing.
Don't stop now.
Don't. Come on, show them what you're made of, son. Show them what you're made of.
Flash your headlights if you hear us. He's listening to us, right?
Flash your headlights. He's going to say, just shut up, will you? He's gonna get that. He's gonna get that book out again on me, because there's 2 versions of the book on me. He's written me in there a few times on that.
Oh, is this when we start clapping? Bishop, Bishop, Bishop.
In the Race Factory Lexus, it does actually look quite good, that car.
It is very professional livery. Again, to the content creators on the car liveries, you guys do an awesome job and make this game simulator. Looks spectacular, and this looks like some busy racing here. So we have Nicholson behind Piper, behind Atanyake. Atanyake in the Aston Martin leading, Piper in the middle of the Audi, and Nicholson slightly out of position in the Bentley.
Looks like we've got a bit of a change there. Ty's still behind King by 0.3, so...
Have they gone through the first sector yet?
I believe they have.
Okay,
I believe they have.
It's on track. Oh, I think that Audi is an absolute handful. And there we go.
Come on, put the pressure on him, Ty. Put the pressure on him.
Who's still leading the race? Bishop. Hayes is pitted. Stevenson's out P4 at the moment. Now pitting. So we're looking at the 25 minutes to go pit stop. This is probably where I would pit.
There's Hayes in the pits.
Yep, Stevenson in the pits. Stevenson leaving. Ooh, that's quick.
Yes,
I thought he pitted after Hayes. Interesting.
Price Davies hasn't pitted yet, and obviously... Oh.
Bit of sideways action, Patrick Johnson. If he's taken tyres, he had a 10-second lead, so he doesn't need to make time. And it was only 2 laps later when King pitted. And King's behind, as we can see on circuit. Still yet to cross the line. There we go. What's the delta? 11. I would assume whatever strategy was taken by Johnson, King, and Ty, they all took the same strategy.
Correct, because if you don't take tyres, you would have gained 5 seconds, and you didn't gain 5 seconds. So it's all the same strategy. I'd be tipping they haven't taken tyres, but we'll see what happens. There's Andy with a little bit of pressure.
Yeah. Sorry, Stevenson's still showing in the pits. Didn't it look like he was leaving the pits?
No, there he goes.
Because it looked like I think I know. He drives down the pit boxes as we're watching our race leader Bishop in the 89 Lexi, the race factory leading the race. Who's that behind him? Is that a blue flag behind him keeping up? Because that's not Price Davies, because Price Davies is like 5.6 seconds behind. It's another Lexi.
Is it Reinhardt? Reinhardt? Yes.
Oh yeah. Where did he qualify? I have the data. Where did Reinhardt qualify? What number is Reinhardt again? There we go. I found him. He qualified 12th, Reinhardt. So he's a little bit out of position, and we're looking at.
And he's got a 15-second time penalty as well. So that's going to hurt him a bit.
Oh hell yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and in qualifying in P9 was Bishop. So these two are evenly paced of sorts.
Absolutely. Here we go again. Patrick is just smashing out the fast laps again. 43.607.
It's only a few hundreds faster, but I reckon there'll be more to come. I reckon the next 3 laps, it could get down to a 43.2, I reckon. Because we're in the sunset zone at the moment. It's 5:43 p.m. Getting a little dark. Temperature hasn't changed for the last 20 minutes, which is good, really consistent. Bit of a battle pack forming. I just saw a whole bunch of cars with Spenceley leading a battle pack. So we have Spenceley, Bank, Oliver, Stockton, and Rad. Rad got dropped a little bit. Spenceley's pitted, because as we can see on the timing table, you'll see the orange box with a 1 in it. That means the driver has not pitted and needs to pit once. Green box means they have pitted. Now, also, if you're not familiar with it, if you look at the car symbols, like the Porsche, the Ferrari, the BMW, there's a little green bar. That's the driver's ping. So that's all that represents, if you're not familiar with that. So
you're a great source of information tonight. Andy's in. Andy is in.
He's lost the lead. What's he done? Unbelievable. We just handed the lead to Price Davies, our current race leader on lap 22 of 21 minutes to go.
Yeah, no, it's about right. 40 minutes in, take it. 20 minutes to go or 15 minutes to go. You wouldn't take tyres. I don't believe you'd be taking tyres. And here comes Ryan. He'll definitely be jumping Andy now. Ryan, Ty, Vintner all be jumping Andy.
Yeah, Andy will be sliding back to...
I reckon Andy will come out in 6 months. All these guys go through, depending on how much inroads McCullough's done. I believe he's going to fall back into 6th spot. I think I just saw him starting to move. Yep, he's starting to move now, coming out of the pits. There he is.
Oh my God, he's going to enter in the pack. That's going to be...
It's going to be interesting. Does he
get out? The inside, which is shorter. I've lost him. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Getting out in front of McKellar? That's McKellar, isn't it?
No.
It's a Ferrari. I do see a Ferrari, right? I'm not that mistaken, am I?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a pitchy
car.
Oh God, there's so many pitchy cars. I've lost track of who's who.
Saying that, Saxon Hayes just jumped Andy because I think Andy was in 6th. So once they've gone through the first time loop, saying McKellar, Hayes, and Andy. So Andy has lost a couple of spots, going a bit longer. Yeah, there he is.
Also,
he's super cheap. Super cheap.
It's a good delivery. I like it. Make it super. You're damn right. Stevenson dropped a spot in the pits as well, which has allowed Yao to get into the top 10. Spenceley is 10 seconds behind, but Stevenson's only 0.3 behind a Porsche driver, Yao, between P10 and P11. So we've got our current leader, Price Davies, in the pits, and we are now looking at Stevenson on Yao. So Porsche in the front, Ferrari in the background. What sort of Ferrari is that? Pitchy. How many are there? It's like 6 pitchy cars?
There's a few.
Especially if Keys was... No, it was Chris Cooley that was a pitchy driver. Yeah, it's one of our front running drivers. Patrick Johnson to take back the lead shortly. He'll have a 12-second gap over King, and King's actually stretched on time by 1.7 seconds. Here's our leader, Price Davies, now in P2, leaving the pits. This could be a good jump. think he's dropped, what, 4 or 5 spots behind 3 something.
Hayes, Hayes is almost within a second of McCullough to fight for there, to fight for 6th position. We'll see what happens in the closing stages. With 18 minutes to go, we're on board with Patrick Johnson, who's just controlled the race right from the outset. He's just gone out, got into turn 1, and has gone, see you later, alligator, I am out of here.
Yeah, it's our speculation on pit fuel was a little different.
Yeah, look, absolutely.
I thought Johnson had like 15 minutes of fuel, and like you're saying, King looked like he was going deep because judging by the pace and quality, they're pretty competitive. King and Johnson are pretty even.
Look, a little bit disappointed. I was really looking forward to seeing the race with Lucas and Patrick and Aiden. You know, shout out to Aiden.
The
mate. I hope you get better soon. Yeah, the other guys that go. Really looking forward to this night, and look, I'm actually still surprised there's not many more drivers out here tonight, considering there's a 12-hour, and not this weekend, the weekend after. Ooh, nice and wide.
So we got Kong and is that Simpson behind?
No, that's McKellar and Hayes, isn't it? No.
We're looking at Kong.
Ty.
Ooh, that's a bit of a blue flag moment.
No, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Race on.
Ooh, we will see.
Kyle coming out of the pits again? Yeah, he's just done his pit stop. Kyle is unfortunately running last at the moment.
But still running.
He's still running.
Part. You get points for this. Actually,
if you run last?
Yeah, you get points down to 30.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh.
You don't know?
I don't finish in the top 30 that often to get that. Oh, no. Rules? What rules? Jeez.
I get in drive. I'm somehow. Well, we should call you Cole from now on. I'll just get in the car and drive. What's a wedge? You know, like. I thought it's a chocolate bar. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's pretty. That exit out of the corner. I got to find the corner again. What corner is that? The outer loop. That exit's got a real nasty bump. If you go too wide through there, it can actually throw the car out. Ooh. Car number 2 has had a yellow moment. That's Atanyaki. Atanyaki was battling Spenceley, Bank, and Stocko in that group earlier. So I had a little moment there. It's still running, which is excellent. Doesn't appear to be going to the pits. So 15 minutes to go. He's still running. Excellent work. We've had an incident with 2 yellow flags at the bus stop now. Car 99. Where's Spenceley? Ibrahim. Oh my God.
Oh no.
You could fit a cafeteria in that one.
Mate, they no one took the corner. They just went dead straight, and it is a solid stop there.
You know those Pirelli signs?
Yeah.
They're solid.
They're solid. Yeah, you can't go through the
over. I got caught once. I drove through sets. Everyone's teleported. Is he still in the game? He's still here with us, and the Oliver's kept going.
Yeah, that's sad and sorry. Look at the card. That's sad and sorry. That's if we can get a replay on that, be interested to see what happened there. But that's a lamb roast under that.
Oh my God!
That's an ostrich can go under that bonnet.
A pregnant ostrich, and he's got his indicator on as well. No one knows what's happening. Is he going that way, or he wants me to pass that way? I don't know. Nobody knows. Yeah, well, that was interesting.
If we can find a replay of that, it'd be nice to see what happened. Yeah.
Yes.
I believe they'll find it in the corner, and they just both went dead straight.
Stevenson's got past Yao as well. Oh, jeez, this looks awful. Leader comes through. Yeah. So the picture car's got in front of Yao. So that's brought him into top 10, Stevenson. Yao's dropped to 11. Bensley's dropped a little bit further back from this group, these two, in P12 and Stocko's 5 seconds. I reckon, I don't think it's so much driver fatigue at the moment. I'm calling it tyre fatigue.
I think Kay's just got past McKellar as well.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure he just did.
You car 50 in front of 11. Okay. Oh, we're here. Everyone's pit. Oh, there's another yellow. Where's that? That's pit entry. Oh, it's the pit entry for a car 99. Oh, car 20. Oh, Rad's off in the bus stop. It's all kicking off now. 15 minutes to go.
Oh,
There's option plenty. Oh, poor Rad. He was in P14. He's had a little moment.
I I asked for some content from these boys, and they give me the content.
Oh, you can see the damage. Yeah, his front splitter, his rear splitter. Oh, Nicholson 25. Carver 20. Oh, that's the Bentley. 15-second pen. That was about, what lap were we on? 24. God.
We're a few
That's
laps
what, 2 or 3 laps ago?
Mm.
Who did he tap? Who could he have tapped? Who dropped back? Was it Bank? No, Bank had the moment with 99. Oh, well, we'll put that into the Wayback Machine. Oh, replay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So we got Bank on the right and Oliver on the left. Ooh.
Oh!
Oh,
The wall that doesn't exist there.
Kunos replay. There's definitely a wall there. Oh, I wouldn't mind seeing that one again. That looked like Bank didn't turn in.
No, I don't think he had to. He could protect the line there. He didn't overshoot it. I think that Oliver might have turned in.
Oh, he's very wide.
Yeah, that's.
I think he turned out of the corner to turn in. That's my first guess without looking at any more replays.
Yeah, you're going to leave that to Stuart. So they're going to look on the inboard there and see what the steering wheel action was to make a decision on that. We'll leave on that one. Yeah, we can find what happened to John Red. It'd be interesting to see what happened if he made the mistake on his own. But we'll see what happens. There we are. Ryan's actually. Here he goes. He's stretching. He's stretching the legs on Ty now. He's in his rhythm now.
You know what else they're doing? They're stretching on Benny Vintner too. Car number 27. Yes. Those three went nose to tail. And we got Rodinella on the back of Price Davies. So McLaren versus Ferrari.
Yeah, he's closing up. He qualified just outside the top 10, I think, Jaden did. So.
Yes. So the top 10 qualifiers. Here we go, got it. Patrick Johnson, car 58. King in 46. Ty in 230, sorry. Vincent, car 27. Keller, 111. Price Davies, excellent qualifying, P6, used in 396. Hayes in car 50. Oliver in car 99. Bishop in car 89. Rodinello leading out the top 10 with in car 888. So, yes.
Yeah, and he's only 0.2 behind McCullough now. So obviously McCullough's made a bit of mistake because he was a second in front. So here we go. Go Bishop, go hard, son. Get it in there. Get in there.
Rad, last corner, I think he's clobbered the wall.
Oh, no.
And he's pitting. That's a sad looking car.
I know John very well, and I guarantee you he's going to be fuming.
Ty's dead, bro. Boss. As was it, Price Davies took a bit of dirt there to extend the track to stay in front of Rodinella. What's Price Davies? What they're looking in his championship? I'll slide down and so we got Xavier at outright 10 on 299 points. Then we got the next Pro-Am is Ben Oliver 179, and then Ibrahim Bank on 164. Ooh, with that incident, that's really ruined that one. And then Isaac Price Davies.
That super watt from Jaden there, a bit of understeer.
He's on 135 points.
Oh, he's got the wall. I just got a message come across the screen. There's a famous saying that Andy says when he sees a car stuck on the side of the track, and it's always related to John Rad. You can't park there.
Oh, at least he brought it to the pits, right? It's like if you're going to have an incident and a big one, it's better off having it at the last corner. It's only consolation.
Yeah,
I think go.
Sorry. No, I said, I can only say to those guys because he makes them mine, so I'm more than happy to say it. They'll probably crack it with me later, but I don't care.
Yes. Right. Oh, so everyone's pitted. 9 minutes to go. So that gives us about 5 laps. Oh, a bit of a esports line through there, reducing the track limits there. Rodinella really. Well, it wouldn't be a cut there, would it? Because you're still in line. Because I think the curve, there's a lot of forgiveness and a lot of no forgiveness in the track limits here. Some corners, it's like turn 1, the entire rumble strip, or the curbing is in. You need to have 2 wheels on the rumble strip. But that last corner through turn 6 after the chute, it's the white line.
McCullough back on Bishop is starting to put a bit of pressure on him, and I think Andy might be just marginally closing up on the Hayes. This might be interesting with about 8 minutes to go. If Andy can close it up and get a three-way battle there for 5th, 6th and 7th. This is going to be tasty. Betty Oliver with a 10-second penalty causing collision on lap 25.
That would be the
99. Yes. Like I said, I believe. I thought Ibrahim might be. I thought he might have been in the clear on that one, but again, without the onboards, I couldn't tell you. So the Shoes made their decision. We move on.
Play on, race on. Here's news. Luke Johnson having an abysmal race, unfortunately. Currently running last.
Not often
last on this table. I think there's still a couple more cars, but yeah, 2 laps down. So yeah, it's effectively last. I think we've had a couple of people leave the race, retire the car.
Yeah, and he looks like he's on a pretty good lap here at the moment to really close down on Mr. Hayes. It looks like they just dropped McCullough slightly, but once Andy catches up to Hayes, if he slows him up in any way, shape, or form, McCullough might be closing that gap to get us that three-way battle that we're looking for. So let's keep an eye on this in the next few minutes. Any other close battles going on down the track?
I'll tell you what I am interested in. We've got Nicholson and Piper, but that's, as there's a time pen there, so that's neither here nor there. These two, Price Davies and Rondinella, that's probably the closest on track of any consequence. We also got Bishop behind Hayes in P5, P6. And not too far behind is McKellar, but I'd say with those quality drivers, they're just, it's not going to change. What I find really interesting, Ty's now nigh on 5 seconds behind King now. King has really driven very consistently since the pit stop. And Vintner has also fallen back 6 seconds. So he's pulled out the better part of 11 seconds since the pit stop as car 75 dies, which is beaten. Return. He was just in the pits. He left the pits and went off again. Oh, poor Beaton. Keep going, son. You can make it. I believe in you. And that's allowed Luke Johnson to move up in the P22. Awkward. So, looking at Luke D in McLaren, trying to get a run on the Ferrari. Ferrari's actually very strong through this straight bit here. Let's see if Rondinella in the McLaren can get an excellent slipstream.
Oh, he's got a bit of a drive on him. He's got a drive, but it's going to be hard. This is going to be complete send if he goes in there. In this angle, he does. Great driving. Great send. Yeah, that could have ended in tears. He's had confidence there.
You know the saying, a miss is a miss.
Yeah, mate. I think there was only a bit of dental floss between those two cars going into the inner loop. That's for sure.
It was good driving by Price Davies. It didn't turn in to the second part of the bus stop. The second corner, and I reckon there was a wing overlap with the bonnet. It was that close. It was super close, and that's the confidence of a pro driver versus pro-am. But Price Davies driving up top. Another scheduled promotion for next season, perhaps into silver. Perhaps.
Maybe. Yeah. Look, I think Jaden needed this run tonight because he's had a few bad runs over the last few weeks, starting down the back there and all that sort of stuff. So this will get his confidence back up and get him ready for the next season of the Sprint Series.
I'll ask Ben Piper if he's had enough of the Audi. That Audi looked awful on the exit of the bus stop. He went so wide. I don't think he was coming back. So we got Nicholson, who does have a 15-second penalty. He had a really rough opening sequence where he got turned around, battling through, and getting caught behind the Audi. Audi is known to be a bit spicy like the old Porsche. So this is the new old Porsche. If that makes any sense. See?
Oh, a little bit of a tank slapper there.
He's doing good. He's controlling it. He's doing really good. So shout out to Ben Piper. I've seen him improve a lot in the last 2 or 3 seasons. A couple seasons ago, he was having a little. Oh my god, he's controlling that car so well. Go Ben, you're doing really good, man. Keep going. Although the scrapes on the left-hand side make me believe you've hit the wall once or twice. Oh, really wish they'd knocked the mirrors off the cars. You know, if you hit the wall, the mirrors come off.
Like this is probably the closest battle on the track at the moment. Yeah, 0.4.
I believe so. Yes. And yeah, Price Davies is still staying with Rondinella, but we're on Bishop and Bishop and Hayes at the moment. With Hayes in the Japanese police car leading.
With approximately 2 more laps to go, depending on where the leader is, maybe 3 laps at the most.
Yeah.
The leader's already going up past the S's, so I reckon it'll be 3 more laps. So this plus another 2.
I think McKellar had a little moment. I'm not sure. I saw a yellow, and it had a 1 in it. I think McKellar may have had a little moment. Anyhow. Yeah. There's a yellow. That's going to be so hard to get out. And there's another one at the back. That's Luke Johnson. Don't damage the car. Keep going straight.
He's going to be good.
Yeah, I don't blame Luke for that. Good recovery there for Hayes after that awful spin. That's the worst one to have. You have a moment. You're facing the wall. You got nowhere to go.
You've got nowhere to go. And that Nissan's notorious for kicking out sideways on that curb there, and he probably took a little bit of curb there because he knew he had to keep the pace up because obviously Andy was putting a lot of pressure on him. So just a simple mistake can really cost you poorly.
Yep.
Yep. Go on.
I was going to say that's YouTube chat curse because it just as Hayes had a moment, there was a comment for Go Bishop in YouTube chat.
Yeah,
Stocko pits. It was Stocko that had the issue. He's entered the pits 1-2-1. He may have been the driver I saw that had a yellow flag happen just now. It's pretty close to the last lap too. Where's our leader? Crossing the line now. This will be definitely the last lap.
Definitely last lap, yeah.
There we go. And it comes up in the bottom right. Leader on final lap.
He's controlled that race right from the outset. Fantastic drive from Patrick. Yeah.
Unchallenged. But how close was it at the start? It was really diabolical in mid-pack, and also the 4th and 5th rows were pretty spicy as well. I can't remember that far back. It's too long ago. And here we go. King stretched another second over Ty in that last lap. King's on fire. Oh, I'm worried now. So what class are you guys on Saturday?
Sorry, what's that? Sorry?
What class are you guys in? You in pro class?
No, we're not pro, mate. We're still first, sure.
Oh, I think we're rated pro. I've got a pro am driver with me and Joe in the car.
Mate, the reason why these guys aren't pro is because they got me in the team.
Right, but you're faster than Joe.
I don't know about that.
We'll find out on Saturday week. As the leader's coming into the 4th last corner, car 251 has a moment at the last corner. That's Billet. He's had a bit of a diabolical race as well. Also, car 992 and it's a blue flag, I think, that's happening there.
With about 2 corners to go for Patrick going across the line. He's coming into the second to last corner. Yeah, they're going to do another lap, these guys in front, and then after that, we'll just have to wait until they finish. Here he comes, coming in the last corner. Well done. Taking out the championship. He's taken pole, which got him in front, but then he's just controlled the race from start to there he goes. Bit of fun time now. They don't need that car now. The car's finished. They don't need it for the rest of the season. Burn out those tyres, burn out the transmission and the engine.
Good job. Flash those lights.
Yeah, flash those light, Ryan. Well done. Ty coming into 3rd.
He seems pretty happy with P3.
Yep. Vintner coming into 4th there, across the line. In the background there, we can see the Bishop coming into 5th. This is one of his better races. He's been caught out with a few back markers getting hit in that over the last couple of weeks. McCullough's just finished in 6th. That's
the lap Stockton just behind him.
Yeah. There's Hayes in 7th.
Happy to finish. Better race than last week. Congrats, mate.
Jaden into 8th. He did pull away towards the end there with Price Davies crossing the line there, flashing his lights.
Yeah, it's our class winner, our Pro-Am class winner.
Yes.
And to finish the silver podium, we have
There we go, 10th. There you go, the Porsche in the top 10.
Yeah, can be done.
Stevenson's crossed the line.
Joe's coming through now. There we go.
Doing the mandatory donuts now. Celebrating.
Don't need that gearbox anymore.
Alex Zanardi with the donuts. Oh, here we go.
Oh, these two again. Here we go. So we have Piper in front, Nicholson behind. As long as Piper keeps it straight for the last corner and the last turn, don't hit the wall. Oh, he's giving it a lot of respect. Is he going to get out-dragged? I don't think so.
No, too short of a run to the line.
And there they go.
It was a lot closer than what I thought. There you go. Well done, gentlemen. Well
let's
done.
Make it exciting. And don't forget there was a pen in there as well. Whew. And that finishes season 25, Thermaltake Sprint Series. Split yellow. Well done. And there's a very used Audi. I still think it's a good-looking car. I like the shape of the Audi. I really do. All right, race results. So overall, we have Patrick Johnson, King, and Ty for our top three. Sliding over to silver class. King again, Bishop and Yao finishing on the podium. Pro-Am, we have Price Davies, Spenceley, P2, nice. And Nicholson leading the Pro-Am podiums. I am not going to work out the numbers for championship final positions, but I will ask you though, and I'm not sure what your answer is going to be. Your driver of the day.
My driver of the day. You know what? Ooh.
I got him.
I'll go King. I'll put down King. He had a lot of pressure behind him from Vintner and Ty, who have been a little bit quicker than him during the course of the season. And for him to be able to withstand that pressure right at the start, when there was a lot of pressure on him, I think he did a very mature drive. So I'll put King down.
Okay. Do you have a second pick? Because I think we've got a little tiny bit of time for the next race. Is that true?
A second pick. I'm not quite sure.
Well, you're thinking about that. I'll also go for King. My one is that he put it on the front row and he didn't succumb to the pressure. He had a good start and absorbed a lot of pressure for the first half of the race. It was really well. It's a lot of mental fortitude to do that lap after lap. And my second pick is actually Joe Spenceley. He's had a real rough run, and he's actually brought it home in a decent position in this race. So I know he's my teammate, and I'm very biased, but I'm very happy for him to actually have a really good result for the last race of the season. I think he did pretty well.
My second, I'll go Jaden Rondinelli, because he's had a pretty tough season. He's had a lot of ups and I think he's had a lot more downs, and this race was one slightly better, and he did do a few good overtakes and all that, so I'll go for Jaden.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. I'm Damiano, and George and I thank you for, well, I'm speaking on George's behalf. Thank you for joining us for Thermaltake Season 25 Split Yellow.
Thank you, Damiano, for putting up for me this season, and Glenn, and let's see in next season that comes out, whenever that starts again. And just stay tuned, gentlemen, because iRacing will be up shortly.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Octane Online Racing's Thermaltake iRacing Season 2 for our finale here at Watkins Glen in the lovely state of New York. But my name's Karen Fizzlepoint. I'm joined by Liam Hamilton in the booth, and we've got Glenn on the cameras, and we're just getting into quali right now. But it looks like it's pretty slippy as we're just watching Chris Taylor in the Corvette go along. But Liam, how are you doing?
I am doing fantastic. Excited to be here at Watkins Glen. It looks like it is very, very soggy. So I hope everyone in the paddock here has packed their umbrellas, and hopefully that leaves us in for an absolute treat here tonight. Getting into qualifying about 5 minutes of the session through, and just seeing the Corvette here slipping and sliding everywhere around. So it looks like it's pretty spicy for these drivers at the moment, which should make things nice and interesting.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. It should be an interesting one. We're obviously kind of somewhat familiar with this track happening, being added to ACC in the last few years, the America DLC. So I think a few of us will know it. It's kind of a very kind of a fast and technical track, a little bit old school, and definitely I think one of my more favorite tracks. Definitely when it comes to the American tracks in ACC for me. But there's a lot of them, a lot more American tracks in iRacing. We were at Road America last week, which was a great round as well, and obviously we can America's got a lot of great tracks. What about you, Liam? Where's this in your hierarchy of American tracks?
I haven't really driven it too much in the past, up until recently, getting ready for the upcoming Watkins 12 hour. There's the plug there. Sorry, Glenn's just working away, getting some sound back for you guys there. We'll get that one up. But yeah, I haven't driven a whole lot until now, getting ready for the Watkins 12 hour. I don't mind it. It's good fun to throw it around, but I don't know it's my strongest track. I am struggling a little bit, but I'm also driving a car that I've never driven before, so might be a bit of that as well. But yeah, so far I'm liking it, just to throw the car around these high-speed corners. You go through the infamous boot section. But yeah, it's not bad. But yeah, like you said, we've got some limited tracks from America in terms of what's in ACC, which is all I've driven recently. Mostly that and Coda. Coda I quite like as well, but yeah, not a bad track at all.
Yeah, I think it's a great track, and considering that you're a Nissan GTR driver, I'm surprised it's not one of your more favorite tracks, but it's definitely one of the stronger tracks for that car, that's for sure, as it climbs up the hill through the first sector, being very strong, as we kind of saw, unfortunately, with ACC. It's kind of a Nissan and Lexus well in front due to mainly the first sector, but also they can get them through the second sector not too badly. Different kind of hierarchy of cars. Obviously, we don't have the Lexus and Nissan here in iRacing, and we generally have a bit more of an even spread of BOP, I would say, from what we've seen so far this season, as Chris Taylor unfortunately loops it at the final corner and will do a full 360 and find himself pointing towards the pit lane, but thankfully didn't stop on the racing line. But yeah, definitely got himself caught out a little bit. Not too surprising. I'm sure we'll see a few more spins out there.
Yeah, hopefully that didn't impede. Looks like there was
speaking of which,
behind him. Oh, as we go for another spin there in the Lambo. Watch careful as comes back on track. He's sideways. That was the leader, the person who was on pole previously, has dropped down a little bit now. That was Borg that's gone for a spin there.
It was Barry. He's in the same livery.
Sorry. Matching cars, I'm still learning who's who in this one. I'm not too familiar, unfortunately. I haven't been keeping track of this season, but it's all right. We will do our best for you here to tell you what we see. But yeah, hopefully Chris didn't hold up whoever it was behind him there in the number 3 car, not too far behind as he went for that spin into the last corner. And what we're seeing now is the rain in iRacing is, I'll admit, quite a lot better than the rain in ACC. You've got wet lines, it is a lot slipperier, and the track changes dynamically, so that might be something, if we get some rain further into the race, to watch out for. As the track changes, we'll have a dry line that changes dynamically. It's not like a fixed thing like in ACC. You can see there's some puddles there on the inside that they better avoid. Ryan Borg there coming around through the S's. If it gets wet enough, you might have some struggle actually keeping it flat through the S's, so it's going to make it extra tricky as he flies it through the chicane there nice and smoothly. Those curves are going to be slippery. Watching the puddles, a little bit of a wiggle there to come into this long right-hander called the loop. Can only imagine it feels like it goes on forever in the wet. The car constantly wanting to push, running over the curb, using all of the track limits, coming into the chute here. This fast left-hander, slow left-hand, but it comes in with a fast entry, and you break it right the way through. Early on the power, run it out nice and wide onto that curb there, into the infamous section of the famous section of Watkins Glen with the toe, the heel. This is the boot section, running out a bit wide, but that may be the line there, maybe some rubber on the inside that's a bit slipperier. As I said, the wet in iRacing is actually quite good for that, making you drive more towards the outside, like the go-kart line, the non-traditional line. I've seen braking there off of the normal racing line as well, so I think it's going to be slippery in a few sections of this corner there. But yeah, this looks like a pretty tidy lap here for Borg so far. Quick at the start, but maybe a couple of little yellow middle sectors.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on how this lap finishes out. See, we've got Lucas Keys and Patrick Johnson here here tonight. Stuart, Glory Babby as well. So all the containers. And unfortunately, it's Ryan Borg. Unfortunately, gets a little bit of a slide and is going to nose the barrier at the penultimate corner. So unfortunately, this lap's gone and is going to have to go back for a quick repair as well. iRacing being a little bit more substantial when it comes to damage, but unfortunately not able to finish that lap out. While we've got just over 4 minutes left in this session. Not too surprisingly, with it being wet, we see 4 Porsches right at the front of the field right now. Not confirmed it's going to be the best car, but we shall see as well. And then obviously Porsche kind of generally goes well in these conditions as well across most sims. As I think the Porsche there, Lucas, going a little bit too deep into the bus stop chicane, and I think he might have maybe already thrown this lap a little bit, but there's so many gaps out there up the front. Might be able to finish this one out and still have a decent lap, but it looked like he kind of just went a little bit deep as you see him run through these sections. But yeah, iRacing got definitely the most advanced wet weather model of all the sims right now. I think that's kind of kind of a little bit indisputable right now, but it's Lucas getting very squirmy on the brakes, going right up to the line on the edge, and thankfully not dipping a wheel into the wet grass and finding himself being strewn out towards the barrier. But yeah, definitely one to watch. The outside line, I think, yeah, like you're saying, the karting line is a little bit more kind of represented in this game than it is with other games, that's for sure.
Yeah, most certainly there. He is pushing on with this lap. I wasn't sure if that looked like it might have been an off track through the bus stop, which I'm imagining will invalidate your lap time there. He's running a little bit wide there, just avoiding some of the puddles. So the puddles are kind of forcing you to run that that non-traditional or more traditional wet line that we would expect to see. But he's doing well to keep it on the track here, as we've seen a few drivers gone for a spin as Chris Taylor jumps up a few spots into P9 there. He comes round the final corner, run it out nice and close to the wall on the curb, and I don't know if he's going to improve. It looks like it's a lot of yellow sectors on that one, so that lap does not improve to go any faster there, as he's going to go for another run there. We've got a couple of minutes left in the session, so not too long left for these guys to improve. And we don't see anyone. Looks like Leo Dreyer maybe on a couple of PB sectors there, so he's going to be one to look out for here as he might jump up. The rest of them seem to be on some steady laps there. I'm not sure if the rain's going to be getting better or worse, so that's something else that can affect the times there, is how much rain actually is coming down, and as of course it's dynamic through iRacing, the way that the track changes. So he takes a lot of entry curve there through the bus stop and keeps it on the track all together there. Very nicely done. As yeah, we can see the yellow box in the top left there, unfortunately means he's got to slow down. So that was indeed too much curve there for Lucas, and he's not going to be happy with that.
No, he might be able to get away with slowing down enough and overall not losing too time. I've seen a few drivers use it very tactically, and while they have lost time, they can use it to also not lose position in certain times as well, because you believe you have 30 seconds to relinquish whatever you usually gained, or 1.5 seconds or 2 seconds overall. We'll see how he finishes this lap. I think he'll get around the line again to go for another timed run, but right now currently provisional pole just ahead of Josh Struick as well, Glory Babby. Unfortunately, we don't really have an updated point standings right now. We know Ryan Borg, who's leading the championship for the most part of this season. I'd say that he probably might have been, or could have been, just pipped by Glory Babby in the last few races, as Ryan Borg was not present for Road America. So I'm sure we'll find out post-race on who's coming to the championship, as it looks like Lucas doesn't have enough fuel to go again and is going to come back into the box, or just doesn't feel like going around again. Patrick Johnson also coming into the pit lane as well.
Yeah, maybe the track's just getting worse, the rain actually getting heavier, and no one's actually improving. And that's kind of what it seems to be. There's a lot of yellow sectors coming through. Ben Higner there popping in a couple of PB sectors through the middle of the lap. Yeah, speaking of that championship, Babby looks like he might have a chance to grab P2, or if something goes catastrophically wrong, maybe there's a collision between Borg and Keys. Could even get in there with a very slim chance of P1. And the same thing for Will Hammond there, but as we have another car, that is Michael Clark there going backwards into one of the corners there. I didn't quite catch where that was exactly. Speaking of Ben there, in his Lambo that he loves so dearly, through the final corner there, a couple of green sectors, so we'll see where this one pops him up. I think he would like to be a little bit further ahead than where he is currently. Interesting to note there, Ryan Ball, one of the championship contenders there in P8. Not the strongest performance. That actually doesn't move Ben up at all. He stays there in P9. Pretty close at the top there, only a 10th separating Keys and Struick though.
Yeah, something to watch as well. And Josh Struick not really got a championship to play for right now. He's always been kind of quick in this series, but hasn't really had the races go his way. But yeah, Will Hammond kind of being the exception of all the Porsches out there, as Glory Babby getting it sideways on the exit of the penultimate corner and almost finding the grass on the entry for the last corner. A little bit slippery on the exit, kind of a few yellow sectors and green sectors, so we'll see if this is an improvement for him. He crosses the line. It did not go faster. He went slower by a 10th in his PB, but I think he'll be somewhat happy with P3 at the moment. Chris Taylor in the Corvette rounding the final corner now. A few yellow sectors on his. Not really sure yet. No improvement for him, sadly. So potentially, yeah, the track could have gone a little bit wetter there at the end, because I don't think we saw many people improve out there towards the end. Peterson Rodriguez actually been very, very quick, very, very strong driver in these last couple of races at Road America, in particular the last round. A very, very strong performance by him. We'll see how he rounds things on. Maybe have arrived a bit late, but he's 3.5 seconds off the road, considering he was on the podium for Road America. We'll see how he finishes this lap right now, because I think he's probably the last time runner as we're going through. But see what Peterson's able to do, and looks like he's going to abandon this lap anyway.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's parked it there. Looks like he was the last one that was left on track at the moment. And that's going to be it for your qualifying session. So, yeah, Lucas Keys on pole. Not sure who would have seen that coming. That's a bit of a rarity these days, as we have Struick there just a 10th behind, so pretty close between those two. It looks like there's three things certain in life: death, taxes, and Porsche's fastest in the wet.
Yep, definitely. I have to say, though, a few of them didn't look like they were completely planted either, so they were probably quick, but I dare say they were probably having to fight things just as much as everyone else. But yeah, Will Hammond being the one to break the top 6 of the Porsches. Connor Archer there doing very well in the Pro-Am category, hence the yellow badge, yellow line next to his name. Same with Angelos Diaz there. I think those guys are quite locked in for best Pro-Am at present. But things we'll wait for things to roll over. Obviously, iRacing tonight, this is all the kind of finales. There is going to be no LMU WEC tomorrow night, but we will have Split Red at its normal time. The reason why we have no LMU WEC on Thursday, and it's going to be the same reason why we have no ELMS on Friday, is that we're having the combined finale split of the two splits on Saturday night. So do tune in for that. I believe we are going off at 7:30 as our normal time. But a bit of a longer race, a 90-minute race, if I recall. At Le Mans, we'll be combining the WEC and ELMS, so that should be interesting. We've got all 4 classes hopefully represented. But this is now, we're on for iRacing. Track looks like the rain has stopped, but the track is definitely damp, as you can see in the patches here, there, and everywhere. And we've got a Chris Taylor face reveal. Is that Chris Taylor?
that is Chris
As he
Taylor.
vapes?
Having something to eat and a vape. Not sure if he knows he's on stream currently, but hello, Chris. Looks like he's nice and rugged up there in Victoria. Yes, indeed. I don't know if he's going to have the stream up at the moment. I might send him a message and let him know what's going on. Oh, he's going in for a closer look. Is he going to give us a wave? Oh, something's going on. No, we're gonna minimize that one there. We'll save his embarrassment. But yeah, Chris there in rocking the Soul Corvette currently on track. It looks like he's mid-pack at the moment. Something else interesting to note there is the couple of drivers. There he is. Hey, Chris. You probably can't hear us anyway. The poor guy's half deaf. Couple of interesting things to note there is the AAA and the 24, Jaden Rondinella and Joshua Holmes there, opting not to qualify. So those guys are going to be starting.
Josh Holmes is admin. He's a safety car, just FYI.
Oh, okay. My bad. Jaden Rondinella anyway. No, that's okay. Hey, we're learning as we go here. It's learning on the fly.
He is in an M2 comp. That is not an M4 GT3.
Okay, well, you learn something every day, but if he wants to go for a run, we won't mind, right? We'll sponsor up the field here. But yes, so with Jaden Rondinella opting to not qualify, so he's going to be starting from the back there, and as you can clearly see, the spray is very, very wet. The track is very wet, sorry, so which means we're going to have a lot of spray. So that's going to make life a little bit difficult for Jaden back there, and what I have seen from iRacing, and I've seen a little bit of the wet weather physics in this game. The spray is ridiculous. It is like an absolute wall of water. You would not be able to see a thing all the way back there.
Yeah, I can't say for personal experience, but I dare say I know from LMU that I find the spray in LMU to be a lot more substantial than it is in ACC. That's for sure. The spray is not. It's not hard to see through. It's not like impossible to see through. It's not exactly clear either in ACC, but I think the newer sims are definitely a little bit more blinding with their spray. This thing's looking quite dark and late out there, although as I said, it is kind of dynamic in weather and track. The track can be in different states as things go around. As you can see, it's raining here at this part of the track in your camera, but it wasn't raining at the bottom of the track. And potentially might have just disappeared, but it's nice to have that active state. Also, things to bear in mind as well, we've seen from the last few races, tyre warm-up is really, really key, or tyre warm-up in general, or just first laps in general. Cold tyres, cold brakes. We've seen quite a few casualties on the first laps from in the last few races, where unfortunately drivers have had their races kind of blown on the first couple of corners due to just tyre warm-up and prep as things go. And we're interested to see how things go in the wet, that's for sure. But nice to see Josh Stewart up there in the Castrol Porsche. He'll be alongside Lucas Keys. Will be on the outside, so he's got to watch for Glory Babby, and I think Glory Babby will be looking to take away that P2 straight off the bat. But Patrick Johnson also going to be there on the second row in the green Porsche on his left-hand side. So, yeah, going to be interesting. Watkins Glen in real life, kind of notorious for a sandy turn one, more than the sim, I reckon, because if you watch the real life drivers here, they don't really treat turn one as a corner. They just treat it as a very bendy straight and use a lot of the runoff.
Yeah, but it's got nothing on Monza. I don't know if anyone saw the World Challenge race at Monza there. That turn one was absolutely diabolical. Makes LMU public bodies look clean, and that is really saying something. Yeah, these guys are going to be something they probably want to look for there if they haven't done too much wet practice. I'm not sure if the puddles are dynamic per se, whether they actually change or if they're in the same spot. They are. Okay, so these guys are going to be looking out for that as well on this formation lap, just to see where the puddles are forming. We did see a big one there down towards the chute on the outside of the track there, so something you're going to want to avoid here as we get ready for the race start. We're going to go side by side there. It is a absolute group of Porsches up at the front, which I think we kind of expected there. The Porsche absolutely loving the wet, not a lot of torque in the engine over the rear wheels, providing a lot of traction as we come through here down to the last couple of corners. We'll see the safety car peel away, and these guys will form up side by side. There is a big gap towards the back there. Come on, guys, close up those gaps. Keep it nice and tight. We don't want any penalties for out-of-position cars as they do close up there. Looks like there is one Mercedes there of Will Hammond that is shrouded by Porsches. Another Mercedes and a Corvette. A couple of Lambos towards the back as well. Safety car peels in as we wait for the green here. As we go green, looks like the 777. That's Johnson there towards the outside. A slow getaway for the Castrol Porsche there, and that is allowing Lucas Keys to run away at the front. That's going to put the Mobile 1 Porsche on the inside. We're going to go 3 wide through turn 1, but whoever that is on the outside decides to back out of it. Nice and slippery on the curb there. Keys getting a nice start, and look at that gap already, over 1 second there. Babby right behind Struik there is going to be in the slipstream, in the spray, not being able to see anything, but I think we are clean through the S's. Sometimes with wet, the S's can be a challenge with wheel spin in very high gears, which will catch someone out, and those walls are very close, so it's very easy for it to be an absolute car park through there. As we get through actually a very clean start for Watkins Glen. I've seen some pretty horrific crashes as Chris goes out nice and wide in the Corvette, hangs on to it, though, a little bit of tussling for position further back there with, I think that might be Ben in the Lambo and also Matthew Berry there. A couple of Lambos, the Corvette being forced out wide, but it may be more grippy out there with the way that the rubber works in iRacing, and that big puddle there all the way across the track. Going to think make life nice and tricky for these guys there. Navigating there, you can see there was a little bit of a dry line, a drier line, I guess, across it. As we've got Michael Clark there in the Porsche. That's the Lambo of Borg going up the inside. So Borg's going to want to try and make his way back towards the front. Not the strongest qualifying for him. I don't know if the Lambos maybe just struggle a bit in the wet. But yeah, he's going to be trying to make his way back up to the front there for the fight for the championship. Because a little bit more defensive on the Merc. Although I say that they may also just be trying to avoid the rubber that's going to be on the outside where you would traditionally be braking. It might be very slippery out there.
Yeah, big gains there for Ryan Borg on that first lap. It was a very clean start, as you said, and we haven't really had a wet race so far tonight, this season, too much. I think we might have had one at Alton Park that I might have missed, but yeah, class has been very clean overall. As Glory Barry's off. Glory Barry's off. Championship contender is in the wall there on the last corner at turn 13. Glory Barry files it down all the way down to the bottom of the field, unfortunately for him, and potentially might have big damage as well. We've got a replay here. Thank you very much, Glenn. So he's just going through turn 3. Is he going to come off the curb, or is he going to clip the grass on the outside? I thought he even got to the grass. Potentially, he might just got the white line and just locked the brake. And unfortunately, yeah, the rear right is caved in. The suspension damage is substantial here, so he's going to lose. Yeah, he's going to have to go for a quick repair. So we'll have a quick repair, but unfortunately, that throws away a P3. So that's really going to hand things on to Ryan Borg's championship as well as also Lucas Keys is going to be in that fight. So that's one of our big 3 down for the championship. and I think that'll be good for Ryan Borg. But Lucas Keys out there in front is not going to be too ideal for him, but he gained a lot of positions on the first lap, up 5 positions. You can see there on the left of your screen. Connor Archer losing 4 positions on the off the start as well. Unfortunately, losing not too much good for him. May have had a bit of inexperience in these conditions. Ryan Borg just following the back of Michael Clark at present, just eyeing him up, just trying to get closer, trying to force some mistake. Maybe not finding the Lamborghini too much, but might be just feeling out these conditions. He actually got a good run there out of the toe corner. Might be trying to pull alongside, but the Porsches have got good acceleration out of the corners as well. Lambo's having a look up the inside. He breaks it late. He puts the car up the inside. Gonna get to the apex. Gonna, a little bit of a argy-bargy on the extra. It's so close between them as they go side by side now into turn 11. I think Ryan Borg might potentially lose out on the exit, but he's holding it around actually on the exit. He's doing a very good job. Michael Clark leaves in the space. Now the Mercedes of Will Hammond trying to file on through as well, but I think Ryan Borg's got that position done as he goes into the second to last corner there.
Yeah, very tight racing for those 3 there. There's a Mercedes there tucked in behind. Will Hammond there just waiting to pick up the pace in case anything goes wrong. I did also see there was some meatball flags. Yeah. Oh, as we see, there's another Lambo that goes for a spin as Matthew Berry and Craig Thorne, I think that was, did see some meatball flags there on the leaderboard, and that Lambo is going nowhere. So unfortunately, some contact for those 2. So you see Chris Taylor's dropped down. Is that 6 positions that he's dropped from the from where he starts? Oh, as he goes for a spin, that would explain why he is down 6 positions. We are in a replay there, just dropping it on the exit there and has a vape in frustration, I think. Something I did want to mention there before, it's come back out. The gap at the front was down to half a second there. As you see, Struick did actually go for the put in a purple lap, and he was catching Keys at a rate of knots. So it's actually closed. It was closing back up as Keys made a mistake through the
people got safety car
there. Safety car as we are slowing down. So it must have been for, I don't know if there was something going on that we didn't see, or the incident that we saw before, but yeah, as we slow down here for a safety car.
Yeah, not too sure. We've had Josh Holmes in the booth in the past to kind of fill us in on stuff I might know, but there might have been another safety car, another incident somewhere else that we may not have seen. But yeah, that's going to really close things up, and it's good for Ryan Borg. He's not going to allow Lucas Keys to get too far ahead. Going to bunch things up again and potentially influx another set of safety car. Glory Babby, I think I'm just trying to see he's on the tail end. So no, sorry, there is another car that is in the same livery as Glory Babby, but it'll be good for him though. He'll have that quick repair as well. So all the drivers, I think, have got at least 1 quick repair. So if they have a big crash, iRacing normally takes a very long time to repair, but they got a quick repair. It's pretty much an instant repair once they come into the pits, and this safety car is going to bunch them all the back up. So hopefully they'll get to the end. I think we are running, I would say, and can't say for sure, maybe Glenn can touch on this if he knows or not, but I think we are running probably 50% tanks like we have done for the last few races as well. Yeah, which we have run 50% tanks. Yeah, 45-minute race, 50% tanks, just to influx a bit of strategy into this race, because it's not a sim that we can enforce a mandatory stop, I assume. So yeah, just to fill anyone in on that one. Chris Taylor having that incident will thankfully actually catch up to the back of the field and not go down a lap as well with his car freshly repaired, but looks like he kind of did the exact same thing that the Porsche of Glory Babby did at the last corner. I think tires need to come up a little bit, just kind of things are cold on the first couple of laps, and also just the rear tires, just a small little rear locking and a little bit too much speed can unfortunately send the car steaming through into the wall. Yeah, it looks like we are going.
Yeah, I think we're going to go around again for one more by the looks of it, unless Keys is leaving very late to go. They're still weaving around there, so we are going to go for another lap under safety car. So yeah, so see if we can see if we get the graphic back up there for you guys. So we'll see if we can find out, maybe Josh might be able to enlighten us in chat exactly what the safety car is for. We'll see if we can find out what the incident was that caused the safety car, but yeah, it's going to be a good opportunity for those guys that haven't fortunately found the wall. They do get a quick repair, as you mentioned, and yeah, it gives them a chance to catch back up to the rest of the field there. Bit of a straggler down P18 is Chris making, Matthew Berry even making his way back. And everyone else has. Yeah, so maybe it is just something that we're going to let the field catch back after a few incidents and have some tighter racing there. But yeah, we see these guys, something to mention, they are weaving around a lot. The tyre temperature is a lot more important in iRacing than some of the other sims that we have on offer. So we go into replay here, and Mercedes having a wiggle. This is Craig Hill in
On
the
XC.
black and silver livery.
Oh, we go
Mercedes. That's a bit of a brown pants moment there for Chris and for Tim. Both of them getting a little bit worried about running into each other, but does thankfully avoid. The concertina effect is a little bit spooky there if you're not ready for everyone to suddenly slow down. But yeah, tyre temperature is very important in iRacing, and especially in the wet. You drop your temperature out of your tyres and you have absolutely no grip whatsoever. Whereas I think ACC will be more forgiving in that you've got cold tyres, you can pretty much get by with not that much less grip. So yeah, track conditions wise though, that puddle on the right hand side there is looks like it is growing. You see it runs across the track there, except for where the cars have been driving through with the dynamic update of the track conditions. But still raining and still wet, so I'm not sure if we're going to see any drying out here tonight. It looks like it is still very, very damp and soggy.
Yeah, for sure as well. And I think, yeah, SU drivers will be a little bit on their toes as well. And despite all this tyre warm-up, I think the tyres are still going to be not going to be in the ideal place until a few laps. So it depends, see how hard they push as well. It looks like Lucas was keeping things at bay. So we've got a replay here of Matthew Berry. So he goes very deep into the corner. Steam's widening as he gets on the power. Unfortunately, the Lambo just spins up and hits the other Porsche and the Mercedes. Peterson Rodriguez in the pink Mercedes does a really good job to go on the grass and avoid things there. But unfortunately, Matthew Berry somehow managed to get that car back to the pits, I think, unless he had a tow. But you can see it was exceptionally broken. I think it was Craig Hill, like you said before, was the other Mercedes involved in that. Unfortunately, I think that was Jaden Rondinella in the other Castrol Porsche, just kind of getting a small little tag there from the Lambo as he got on. But yeah, unlike ACC, the TC systems are not here to necessarily do all the work, when they will let the car go if it's too much for them. But I imagine we'll be going back on the green flag right now. We'll see when Lucas elects to go.
Yes, indeed, the stop weaving, so I assume we're going to get ready to go for green here coming through the final corner. Still holding it. He's not going to let Struik get any opportunities down the straight. He backs them up, and we are going, and that's the 777 there. Johnston looking towards the left-hand side there, towards the outside of Struik. But Struik looks like he's going to get the better run. That's going to invite Borg up to the inside there as they all get very close there, but we go back into single file as we go for another run through turn one, up through the S's. Cold tyres, I was going to say cold brakes, that doesn't really matter, but yeah, cold tyres, these guys have no tyre temperature anymore, and it is still very wet, so you've got to watch out for these puddles, any aquaplaning. Hopefully they managed to keep it all there. Looks like it's all clean so far. The gaps have fanned out just a little bit there, about a second gap between P1 and P2. As we go through the bus stop there for the first time. Very close to the edge there for Struik, but so far so good there as we come through into the loop. We'll see what Keys does, whether he's going to manage his pace or whether he can run away at the front as he so often does. These gaps there are updating pretty quickly, something I have to get used to, not like ACC time leaderboard where it updates once a sector, so that is actually going to make our lives a little bit easier here. As we see that gap sitting about consistent 3/4 of a second, but I believe Struik still has the purple lap, if what I saw before was correct. So those two might ebb and flow a bit, so something to keep an eye on here as we move back towards the middle of the pack. Bit of a battle for fourth there between Borg, Clark and Hammond. Two Porsches and, a Lambo, a Porsche and a Mercedes, so three different cars in this one, all with different strengths. The Porsche, as we're sort of seeing, usually quite good in the wet, all of the weight over the rear, providing you don't drive it too hard into the corners that it wants to spin otherwise. The Mercedes, so we're getting a scenic view of Watkins Glen here. Thank you, Glenn, who is back in the battle now. It looks like the Mercedes, Hammond has actually got the pace over Clark here. It looks like he's closed that gap up a little bit, and Borg is running away further at the front, which we would expect given the championship positions of Borg. So he's going to be wanting to close that gap and try and catch back up between Johnson, Strick, and Keys.
Yeah, going to be a bit of a mission for Borg. I think the cars he got through, he generally would should have been quicker by. I think in qualifying didn't really represent where his pace was, but I think he's going to have a lot harder mission with the top three in this race. Lucas looking pretty good out front, but Joshua Strick looking like he's going to have the best race of the season. Currently holding on P2 and keeping up with Lucas at present. So hard to follow in these conditions with the spray as well, and as well as he's still going to get a little bit of dirty air in these cars at these speeds, despite the rain. Patrick just falling off a little bit, 2 seconds off the back of Strick, and looks like Ryan Ball kind of just following suit as well, but not an easiest track to pass on, unless you've got a kind of a decent power, deficit, or kind of advantage generally at this track from what we've seen in ACC. The rain kind of does equalize things a little bit, but we're watching a few guys in the same kind of car, so that kind of unfortunately equalize things. There's no real deficit between the cars, but we'll see who is able to keep things going nice and steady at present. Kind of everyone's still experimenting with lines a little bit right now. Struick obviously following in the wake of Lucas Keys, and maybe just feeling like he wants to take a few different lines just to keep him out of the spray. So what? There's a lot of standing water there. You can see on the exit of turn 11 going into the last two corners where we've seen a few incidents, electing not to go too much on the inside, whether that's just understeer or he wants to avoid the inside puddles, and he kind of catches. There's a bit of a puddle there actually going on the entry before the last corner. You can see he kind of understeered a little bit. Don't think intentionally going through that corner. So yeah, the gap's still stabilizing at half a second right now as Lucas does do the new first purple lap at present. Not too surprisingly, as the tanks start to come down, the tires start to come up off that safety car restart. You're seeing the gaps kind of starting to bring out a little bit. A few cars in the pits right now. You can see Connor Archer, Christian Wells as well. So Connor Archer got a meatball flag, so I think he's unfortunately had a bit of a moment out there. Not really something they throw out for fun. The meatball flag usually means you've had, unfortunately, a bit of a moment. I'm sure we'll see if we can find that one. But yeah, these guys still going pretty even right now, kind of dropping Patrick Johnson at present.
Yeah, it looks like the gap there. We're seeing a few green lap times coming there, so some personal best being set by these guys now. The tires are coming up to temperature and they're feeling a little bit more comfortable in the cars. But the lap times there between Keys and Struick was pretty close, both setting 55s. Patrick Johnson there just like a bit setting a 57 as we go for a replay here on Angelos. He's going to drop at the last corner again. Yeah, so looks like we did see in the onboard. Oh, manages to save it. He's going to get collected. Oh no, that's a big crash there. There's another car involved. That Porsche's going into the pit lane, whether he gets selected or not. I guess that, yeah, unfortunately did the right thing and held the brakes, but yeah, if you just kind of get rolling forward, it would have been all right there. So really unlucky to end up there in that track position. As we cut back towards the front there, that gap is sitting pretty stable, about 3/4 of a second, give or take. It is ebbing and flowing a little bit. Something to highlight there, as the sun doing a very good job of that for me, speaking of, is actually really highlighting those puddles, and it's a little bit difficult to tell whether the drivers are just making a mistake and running a bit wide, or I think maybe what you alluded to a bit more there before there, Cam, was actually just experimenting with different lines, where you can see they're straight braking towards the inside, trying to get off that rubbered line, avoiding puddles. So these guys are, it's not really, like, you can practice as much as you want, but with the weather and the rain being so dynamic, it's going to change session to session and make lives nice and difficult. So it really will keep you on your toes. As they look for where the puddles is, where the grip is, kind of like you see in real life with someone like Max Verstappen or something, hunting for the grip across this circuit, as we see the sort of carnage that this one is leaving behind there. That's the Porsche Archer there in the Porsche. Had just lost the front bumper there, unfortunately. Didn't get forced into the pit lane like the other Porsche that we saw. He's stuck there on the outside, and that one's going to need a tow back to the pit lane.
Yeah, I think he's. It looks like he has elected to go out. I did see he was in the pits for a bit. I think with a tow as well, you have a mandated kind of amount of time before you can start to go out again, a bit like ACC. But yeah, I think watching the lines, Luke is kind of taking a little bit more actual traditional dry line in places more than Struick, and Struick seems to be, I'm not sure whether he's just the line he prefers, he's kind of experimenting, just kind of finding things out a little bit, or just also just wants to be kind of a little bit out of the wake in through some of these corners as well, kind of avoiding some of those tight apexes. I think we saw with the Mercedes there of Angelos Zeus as well. Zeus, sorry, I probably butchered his name all season, apologize, but yeah, I think he may have just caught one of those inside puddles on throttle going into the last corner as well. But yeah, things looking pretty stable out front at present. There is a lot of standing water on those apexes while through those kind of banked last couple of corners as well. Watching Jaden Rondinella here in the other Castrol Porsche, just ahead of Chris Taylor's Chevrolet Corvette, and actually just behind Leo Dreyer's McLaren as well, which we hadn't seen too much in this race. Had a good Road America. Kind of someone else who's also had a bit of a mixed season so far. As I was going to say, Rondinella going very, very tight. Oh, there's another car. There's a car upside down.
That's not supposed to happen.
It's Hignett and Clark. Oh, Hignett's bad season gets even worse. But unfortunately, he's found himself upside down, monkey bars hanging off the roll cage, and unfortunately, we'll go a replay here. So, yeah, this looks like Michael Clark just ahead of Will Hammond going into the last corner, and again another one getting caught up, and unfortunately he stops right down the racing line, and I think we know what's going to happen. Oh, it's Hignett rides slightly in backwards and tips over as well. Christian Wells, Glory Barbie, I think actually doing a job to get that stopped, and everyone else doing a good job as well to obey the yellow flags and slow it down. I'm sure race director was probably calling that out, screaming that out if he could as well, as things are properly broken for Michael Clark, but even worse there for Ben Hignett.
Yeah, that one definitely going to be needing a tow back to pit lane. If he hasn't used that fast repair, then that car is going to be basically out of this race, I think. Whether or not we're going to get another safety car, if anything's going to cause it, that will definitely do it. We are still green flag racing, and something to look at there when we're looking at the gaps of this track, this racing. Ryan Borg there, we did see has a lot of pace over Patrick Johnston, has closed right back up as well, so that's not going to be another battle to keep an eye on there. Borg with the pace, but maybe just didn't have the best qualifying, and has made up 6 positions so far, so he is not very far off the back of Patrick Johnston at this point as well.
Yeah, definitely want to watch, and hard to tell what his real pace is like when he's stuck that close behind another car. Can't really get close, can't really get past at times, as we follow Jaden Rondinella up 2 positions, unsurprisingly, due to that incident that we just last saw. And these guys are actually not too far off the leaders. Oh, we got a safety car. Yeah, we've got a safety car. I was wondering why the pack just suddenly bunched back up again. Not too surprisingly, given that incident. And I think if we kind of maybe have a bit of a chat of why everyone's losing it into that corner is kind of notorious, especially, you don't really feel it too much in the dry, but I imagine in the wet, as you kind of go into that corner, you really come off the throttle and let the car coast through, and the balance goes from rear to forwards all of a sudden, and the rear gets light in a lot of these cars. We got a replay here from Michael Clark, so he tips it in, maybe catches the water on the inside as well, and unfortunately spins, stops, and does the right thing, holds his brakes, but unfortunately as Hignett, maybe he heard the yellow flag, tried to get out of it, or maybe caught the grass as well, unfortunately spins, and unfortunately just tips over in the Lamborghini. Everyone else doing a good job to navigate through things without adding to the carnage.
Yeah, it was very good avoidance by everybody else there. It looks like as everyone's coming into the pit lane, making the use of that safety car. As Cam alluded to before there, we are running 50% fuel tanks in the lead, so that is the way of us forcing that pit stop. Be interesting to see whether Hignett just sort of crashed out of sympathy or whether he had his own moment. But yeah, like you said, a lot of cars having moments in the last corner. It is also, especially in the dry, it's kind of a fast corner. It's really just a tiny dab of brakes and throw the car in. I was doing some practice earlier in ACC for our upcoming Watkins 12-hour. If you guys are, I think we still have some room available in that one. If you guys want to sign up for that one, come and join in the fun. But yeah, that corner, the car kind of wants to step out. You throw it in really quickly, dab of brakes, and throw it in. So whether these guys are just catching the puddles on the inside as well, contributing for that. But yeah, that last corner is certainly catching out a lot of people, and one to be aware of as we go through. We've got 22 minutes of this race has passed, so not too far away from the halfway mark.
Yeah, for sure as well. And yeah, well, it's interesting to see how things go far. I'm sure race director's probably going a little bit mad right now. I'm not sure if it's still Mitch Hobbs, but I'm sure it'll be unfortunately groaning with despair with unfortunately all the incidents. We got a replay here of Hignett as he comes to this corner. I'm not sure if he has a warning, but he tips it in. It is such a high-speed corner, and well, I think it is like he's just getting caught up on the puddles on the inside. It kind of almost drags the car a little bit and caused a little bit of a spin there, and unfortunately just tipped over at the right point. And unfortunately you haven't caught up as well with iRacing this season, but Hignett's race has kind of gone like that for the most part this season.
Yeah, not having much luck there at all. Something I'm noticing is these cars, I don't know if it's the weather or just the tyre physics in iRacing compared to something like ACC, but we saw it there with Ben. I don't know if he just had a moment on his own or whether he sort of hit the brakes and tried to avoid the car that was stopped in the middle of the track, but the car just snapped on him. And something that's I'm noticing with these guys a lot more is the cars just seem to have a lot more of an unsavable snap of oversteer through a corner compared to what we might see in ACC. So something to keep in mind. These cars.
ACC just saves you, to be honest, with the electronics. Like, it's the same with LMU. These cars will spin and will snap on you. They just don't do it in ACC, unlike the LMU and iRacing. But it is like that corner, particularly in the wet. In the dry, it's not too bad because you've got just all the grip in the world in comparison. But in the wet, like, it's such a balance shift from front to rear. You can tip the car in with so much speed, but the rears sometimes just can't live with it. And especially with that inside puddle on the inside of the corner, it kind of wants to just drag that inside of the car in. I'm not sure if Mr. Hignett did snatch the brakes in that one, as he may have heard about the yellow flag, but the car was so loaded up, and not too surprised it spun round. But Leo Dreyer up into P2, where that in the pits. He's boxed on lap 9, yes he is. We've been blabbering on as Lucas Keys gets going again and gets an excellent jump, but Leo Dreyer has managed to get himself all the way up into P2 in the pit lane. Ahead of Josh Struick, ahead of Ryan Borg, as Josh Struick sends it up the inside. Is he going to get that stop? That looks very, very deep. He does get it onto the exit. Leo Dreyer going to do the switchback and will have the acceleration and get things back up the inside as well. He's got to watch for Ryan Borg does the Castrol Porsche. Not too sure. Patrick Johnson all the way down to P8 right now, so he's had a horrible run through the pit lane. But Leo Dreyer has made so many positions, as you can see. He was behind all that pack, fighting with Jaden Rondinella. But he's got himself up into P2 as Joshua Struick now having to defend almost from Ryan Borg going into the inner loop bus stop chicane as they file it through pretty cleanly as well. Matthew Barry as well, Borg's teammate, right up there into P5. Chris Taylor P6, Hammond in P7, Patrick Johnson P8. But yeah, big shift in the pit lane overall, but Lucas Key's still out the front with a good margin as well to 2.5 seconds. Joshua Struick, I'm sure, will want his P2 back, try to get it back at turn 1, but unfortunately went a little bit too deep.
Yeah, I wonder how that has happened. Obviously, on a safety car, there's no overtaking or anything like that. So I don't know if there's much strategy that these drivers can actually differentiate themselves between each other, whether opting to not take tyres or someone else is taking tyres, something like that. I'm not entirely sure how the pit stops work here in iRacing. But yeah, he's gained a bunch of time there as we see Dryers just sort of show the nose, but yeah, favouring a braking towards the inside there of the heel. But yeah, he's sort of showing the nose. Dryers very well knows that he's there, but not being able to make the move. It is a very difficult track to overtake as they get onto the puddle there, coming out of the third last corner. But yeah, there's a bit of a roadblock now behind Dryers there, so good job for him to make up that position. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not he can actually hold on to that one.
Yeah, so they file it through the last corner as well, and you can see that Struick carrying a lot more speed. He might have another run down the main straight. He's not too far behind, almost drawing alongside, going to send it to turn 1, and I think Leo Dreyer really backed off that one, didn't fight it too hard, as Mr. Struick did pull it up in time as well, so isn't going to lose that position. Ryan Borg now having a look there. Leo Dreyer, are they still side by side? I think they are, because Leo Dreyer's happy to almost ride it along the wall to give him the space, and Ryan Borg isn't able to pull that one off at present. but oh my goodness, as you can see as well, with all the sunlight starting to re-emerge, you can really see the spray is really amplified at present, as actually it looks like Will Hammond there actually might get had a run there on Matthew Berry, and has gone past going into the bus stop as well. So Matthew Berry down 1 spot, Will Hammond up 1 as well. But yeah, it should be interesting to watch. Oh, a bit of a slide there for Will Hammond as he gets out of the bus stop. But I'm wondering, I'm trying to think what potentially happened. It is going to be like concrete, I believe a concrete pit lane as well, like most tracks in America. So I wonder if everyone else just maybe overshot their marks a little bit, and Leo Dreyer just hit things perfectly. Dare to say, I'm not sure if it might be just one of those things that we'll find out after the race when all the drivers let us know. I don't think the fueling will actually affect the tires at the pit stop time as much as it did if to Leo to jump that many spots.
Yeah, he may have just been sort of at the right point, but I think we did see them all sort of fall into the pit lane at the same time there. So whether he went a lap earlier and has benefit out of that and made the most while the other drivers were sort of trawling around at safety car speeds, you're obviously going to lose a lot less time in the pit lane there when everyone else is doing about the same speed behind you. So yeah, we'll see what has happened with that one there, but definitely not quite got the same pace as the rest of the drivers around him up towards the front. And that is Ryan Borg still tucked right up behind, doing very well to follow, not being able to see too much. Looks like he might have been a little bit wide there, is Dreyer in the McLaren. That's going to allow Borg along the inside to come down the main straight into turn 1. He's going to look towards the inside, and yeah, it looks like Dreyer maybe just sort of backed out of that one and let him have it, realize that he's not really where he's supposed to be, so he must have had an absolutely amazing pit stop and has sort of some strategy masterclass. Maybe Ferrari can learn a thing or two from him in that pit stop, and yeah, we'll see how much he can hold on to there, and that's going to release Ryan Borg up into 3rd place to go and chase down Stroke and Keys.
Yeah, for sure. And he's got to keep an eye out for Will Hammond. There's Dreyer replay here. Angelos Zios in the black and silver Mercedes. Unfortunately, going to make the same mistake again at the last corner. I think catching that inside puddle, and thankfully goes for a spin. Doesn't find the wall, and thankfully no one else is caught up in that one. Unfortunately,
deja vu with that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Really deja vu. I think it's a balancing act of not going too wide. Speaking of wide as there for Leo, but I think you can carry the speed on the exit. Not going too wide at that last corner as Patrick Johnson and Matthew Berry fighting at the top of the screen as well. Looks like Patrick making a pretty easy move of that one. Looked like he went around the outside of T8 and had the inside for T9. But yeah, I think it's a balancing act of not going too wide at the last corner, but just avoiding that inside puddle, because it just completely it causes the front inside wheels just to completely slip, or just even the car just catching the inside puddle. If it is a substantial amount of water, it'll just cause drag on the inside and cause the car want to whip around, as we've seen many a times for a few drivers. We've seen it from the Lambos, we've seen it from the Mercedes, we've seen it from the Porsches. It's catching every car out there.
Yeah, something else these guys might be trying to do is just keep the car balanced and the load in the right place with their throttle and brake inputs, not make sure one isn't too harsh and upsetting the rear end. But yeah, definitely a lot of drivers being caught out by the last corner here. Seems fairly simple on paper, but in this wet conditions is very treacherous, as we see Will Hammond taking a look towards the inside of Leo Dreyer, but no move to be made there. Chris under pressure as well from the Porsche behind him. That's going to be Glory Babby. Actually dropped down 7 positions. I was about to say we haven't seen that name for a while, so he's come back. He's going to be fighting his way back. Will Hammond tucked right up behind the McLaren there of Leo Dreyer. So we come down towards the back straight, down to the bus stop. It's going to be a straight line war. Dreyer keeping it defensive towards the inside. It's going to make it very difficult there for Will Hammond to get any move done. Super easy to defend there, just holding the inside, gets a run through the bus stop. Hammond gets the overspeed. He's going to look towards the inside. It's going to be not quite close enough to make it move. That's a very tricky move to make. You really have to have the person in front of you make a mistake there. And if he did show the nose, then that's just going to send Dreyer around. But yeah, Will Hammond all over the back of Leo Dreyer there. But it's really tricky. He goes for a spin. He's going to go around. Oh, we've managed to avoid, and he spins off the track. Thankfully, keeps it out of the wall, but that is going to drop him right down to the back.
Wait. This car's coming.
Okay, that's a perfectly timed gap there. So good recovery by Leo, but unfortunately that car just gone for a spin. Will Hammond there now with Patrick Johnston right behind him, looks towards the inside as we come down to the heel through the boot section of the track, goes defensive, and that's basically a hairpin, so there's going to be no way past there. The Porsche though, great drive traction on exit, right up behind there, is going to look towards the outside. Will Hammond is parking that Mercedes exactly where it needs to be to defend from Johnston, getting a run through there, but yeah, manages to keep him behind there. It looks like the train has now sort of all of a sudden come up behind Will Hammond, so I think he definitely had to back out of it there to avoid Dreyer going for that spin, and unfortunately has cost him a lot of time there.
Michael Clark.
Cam making squeaky noises in the background. I didn't quite see
went off.
what that was.
Michael Clark just flew across the back of the shot, going into the penultimate corner there, as unfortunately it does lose a few positions, but I don't think he would have found the wall, thankfully. But yeah, unfortunately catching a lot of people out, I think, as everyone just slowly starting to gain confidence a little bit, as you can see a replay here, as Michael Clark just, unfortunately just rear slewed round on him, and unfortunately kind of almost out of shot. There he is, just about, as Christian Wells also just struggling a little bit through that corner. I think everyone's starting to speed up a little bit, finding a little bit of confidence, and that's where sometimes these conditions can just bite you a little bit. It's just, you know, you take a little bit more margin here, a little bit there, and it's like, oh, I can carry a little bit more speed, and sometimes that's just where we see these large errors happen. There was the Lamborghini there, I think, of Berry just getting exceptionally sideways, got away with it somewhat, as Chris Taylor and Glory Babby just behind Jaden Ronanello, who's doing a very good job in the Porsche right now, kind of been trialing out and driving a few cars over the weeks in ACC, and also been dabbling his hand at LMU as well in the LMP3, so it'll be interesting to see how things go for him, but doing a good job. He's driven a bit of iRacing as well, I believe, in the past in the Porsche, so probably knows the car, but these conditions, it looks like it's catching everyone out a little bit.
Yeah, very treacherous indeed. Jaden Rondinella up 11 positions starting from the back of the grid, so he's done very well to keep that car in check. He hasn't made any major mistakes that we've seen. He is prone to a little bit of a mistake sometimes, I can say that, because he's been my teammate in some duos races where he's unfortunately found the wall. So we love a good jab at Rondinella, but yeah, he's done very well to keep it clean this time. Gone from the back of the grid up to P7 and still right on the back of Berry there, so some moves to be made further for that. As we look towards the front, there's Lucas Keys setting a purple lap time 154.7. The gap is out about 2 seconds now between the top two, so stabilized a little bit and a bit of a gap grown, but yeah, this battle towards the mid-pack is certainly getting more and more fierce. People are definitely going faster. It looks like the rain may have stopped, so the track might be drying up a little bit there as we go towards the end of this race, the last 10 minutes or so. So the track's going to get faster and faster, and like you said, it's going to give these guys more confidence, and with confidence becomes pushing, and pushing becomes mistakes, so we'll see if that cycle continues.
Yeah, as well, with us how close the pack is at present. I'm sure Glory Babby actually got a good run, potentially opening on the Corvette. Looks up the inside. Is he far enough on long side to stick his nose there? So he likes to back out, but Chris Taylor might have gone a little bit too wide. He just manages to make it up and get it up to the corner, and Glory Babby can do nothing and just can't get through the Corvette at present as they sweep around. Going through the outer loop right now. He's going to have to wait again. I think he'll be not enjoying this race whatsoever. It might potentially cost him a position in the championship. But yeah, looking pretty good for Lucas Keys at present. We're not, as I said, we're not sure what the championship standings look like right now. But I'm sure we'll find out post-race as, Matthew Berry there going very wide. We've got to encourage Jaden Rondinella a little bit, as it looks like they're fighting up ahead, actually, I believe, with Patrick Johnson and Will Hammond still going at it, with Will Hammond on the inside. Patrick Johnson's got to try and hold this round the outside, and if he's able to do it, he'll have the inside for the next corner. He does it successfully, and he might even clear the Mercedes. Yes, he does, going into the next corner. So that position should be easily done, is well and truly done for Patrick Johnson there to get past Will Hammond. I think Will Hammond's nursing a little bit of damage. Just noticed the front left of his car is a little bit damaged, and I think he might have just clipped the McLaren of Leo Dreyer when they went for a spin. Lucas Keys with another fastest lap. There's Chris Taylor in the Corvette going a little bit wide, but yeah, Lucas with a fastest lap, but only a few 100s actually quicker than Josh Struick's last time on that last lap as well. So the gap really stabilized right now. Struick done a good job to bring the gap down, as looks like the Porsche there, Glory Barry, is going to have a run on Chris Taylor up into the inside of turn 1. They go in side by side. They get also close, and there's a touch, and it is a little bit of a touch, and Chris Taylor slews round and does eventually get it righted as well, where he manages to have a go around with a smile on his face. But it was so close between the two, and I think there might have been a little bit of a helping hand. We'll see what happens to the stewards, and he catches a little bit of a wiggle as well going through the turn 2 complex. But yeah, thankfully not losing too much in overall damage or time, but did lose the position as these guys getting closer again. Patrick Johnson trying to run away from Will Hammond at present.
Yeah, unfortunately, just bringing the fireworks there towards that battle of the mid-pack. It was getting pretty intense. There was sort of 4 or 5 cars there all fighting for the same piece of track, and unfortunately, the slippery conditions just catching out the Porsche there. As Connor Archer getting a slowdown, I believe that yellow box is. But yeah, currently we've got the what is that, P3, P4, so P4, P5 battle. So yeah, Ryan Borg sort of.
Ryan Borg. Sorry,
yeah, it's just
to run.
No, that's fine.
Being a few seconds, and he's now up to 10 seconds off Josh Struick, but he's got such a gap to Patrick Johnson. I think that he's managed to get away with it, but he's only he was a lot closer to the top 2 than that. He's had a moment somewhere.
He was. That's what I was just looking at as you said that. I think we noticed that about the same time. Wonder if he's had a bit of a half spin somewhere, but has managed to keep it with the time that he has spare. As we go for a replay here, Leo Dreyer. This is going to be the spin from earlier. See whether Hammond clips him or not. Oh, he does. So that's going to explain the damage there. And maybe that's a slightly ill-handling Mercedes there, upsetting that error on the front left corner. But yeah, Ryan Borg has now dropped back 11 seconds from the back of Struick. He definitely had the pace over over Struick and probably over Keys as well. Borg there setting 159. So yeah, he's definitely had some moments there where he's got some damage. We're going to see a replay there.
Turn 9.
Big snap of oversteer onto the grass, but thankfully manages to keep that out of the wall. So yeah, that was an impressive save there. He lost only sort of 4 seconds in that one, so maybe he's had another moment where the tyres got overheated from the slide or something. So we'll keep on the replay. No, we won't. We're going to cut back to the live action there. But I thought that was Paul for a second there. That's going to be Matthew Berry's matching livery there, catching up to Will Hammond. 11 seconds. So that car of Borg is not going to be happy at the moment. So yeah, Will Hammond definitely with that damage. I think it's very spottable now. But yeah, there's still a lot going on in this race, and we've got just over 6 minutes left to go.
Yeah, we're keeping an eye on things, and Ryan Borg needs to find his pace again, because Patrick Johnson is only about just under 5 seconds behind. A few little mistakes, that 5 seconds can turn into 1 second, but Craig Buss right now fighting with Ben Hignett. He's managed to flip his car back onto its 4 wheels and fix it up a little bit, but yeah, managed to go out there still circulating in P14. Pretty impressive considering he was hanging like a cow at the last corner not too long ago, as Angelo Zio is going to send it up the inside of Craig Buss, but Buss is going to have the run on the exit as well, so the Mercedes of the KCMG Mercedes retains that position. Everyone's still just kind of fighting a little bit for their own at present, as Will Hammond here just heading up this field. We did see a lot more pace from him, so I think, yeah, that damage is definitely, I think, affecting his pace, or just maybe dented his confidence a little bit as he got passed by Patrick Johnson. And the thing is, like, it can be error as well, but it is so easy to get alignment damage or suspension damage in this game, unlike ACC. It is even just the smallest little hits, actually, as Glory Babby on the back of not Patrick Johnson, Jaden Rondinella, as Jaden goes defensive, holds the inside for turn 1. Glory Babby going to try and hold it around the outside, but he's going to run a bit too wide, but not a decent exit. But I think Jaden's going to have up the inside. Are they going to run side by side through turn 2? Yes, they are, with Glory Babby holding around the outside, that carding line carrying so much more speed. Jaden maybe having to get out of it a little bit and completely passed there by Glory Babby. Excellent move.
Yeah, JD maybe just worried about running wide into the side of Babby there, and if you do happen to do that, that's going to be a huge accident. So playing that one safe, and Glory Babby driving around the outside. Will Hammond definitely feeling that damage in that car. I don't know whether it's got understeer or straight line speed issues. I know in iRacing a lot of the aero damage will cause a straight line deficit. Probably a bit of both. judging by how the Lambo and a couple of Porsches behind him are sticking. He's pulled a tiny bit of a gap there, but yeah, he did have a lot of pace before. And, Barry's out wide. He's going he's going for a spin. Oh, that was close to contact.
So close. He's doing such a good job. Well, careful with the rejoin. There's a car literally right there.
I think we're all good with that one, but yeah, that was an unfortunate moment there from Barry, just going for a spin and has dropped a couple of places. Speaking of dropping places, not so much places, but certainly time, the gap with Ryan Ball has dropped down to 13 seconds now, so I don't know if his tyres have just gone off after he had that big mistake, but yeah, he's now sort of 16 seconds away from the lead. He's going to get a replay here of Barry into the chute there, just runs a bit deep onto the grass and has gone for a spin. Oh, that was very close to contact there, but very lucky to keep that out of the wall. Melt back into the shallow wall as well, entry. But, yeah, just going very deep into that one, unfortunately, and round she goes.
Yeah, I don't think the stewards probably, or race director probably approved too much of that rejoin, because I think Connor Archer was a bit too close to call on that one, and we don't, just because there wasn't an incident doesn't mean that I think the stewards will let that one loose. But yeah, Glory Babby ahead of Jaden Rodinella, and so he's done a very good job in this season as well. He's kind of been kind of mainly on his ACC, focused on his ACC, if I remember, when it comes to racing, but he still dabbles in the other sims, and he's done a good job considering how many incidents we've seen from so many other cars. Even the cars just around him, like, have had big incidents out there, but he's I don't think we've seen one from Jaden. He's done a good job holding down P7 in the 888 Castrol car, and Stewart kind of just, yeah, the gap equalizing out front. The gap is growing. Get Curse run, give him a slow down. Well done. But yeah, it looks like Johnson not getting close to Bork either, so that gap is stabilized with only just 2 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, Connor Archer there coming into the pit lane, so maybe not want to take the safety car opportunity that you had before to take his pit stop, but has gone a long way, so I'm not sure if he's been able to save a bit of fuel or something like that, but yeah, making his final pit stop in the last couple of minutes in the race. On board here with Lucas Keys, he's got, 3-second gap back to Struick, so very strong pace for Lucas there. I did see he set the purple lap, I think it was 54.1, about half a second quicker than what Struick did on that same lap. So yeah, very strong pace from Keys there, and has pretty much left Struick and Borg in his dust, as we do expect Lucas to do there. But yeah, very strong drives, now set to 54.0. But this track is definitely drying up. It has stopped raining, and looking at these puddles are nowhere near as bad as they were, getting a lot less shallow, so maybe that means we're going to get some less mistakes through this last corner. But still, Will Hammond holding up the train there. Glory Babby maybe running a little bit wide there through that final corner. Maybe he's going to give him the run onto the straight, but no, that Mercedes is actually going to pull away from Babby there. But yeah, he's going to try and brake late into turn 1, but yeah, you can even see the spray is nowhere near as bad as it was. These guys can actually see what's going on, which is always a positive when you are tucked right up behind the car. Oh, Babby getting a good run there out of the first corner, up through the S's, right on the back of Will Hammond there. He's going to be able to make a look. Is Hammond going to keep it defensive? He is going to keep it defensive. He's not going to be able to go down the inside. He's going to hold him to the outside. They are going to go side by side though. Babby with a lot of overspeed on the Mercedes. He's going to go side by side. He gets it. Oh, a bit of a slide there on entry and does get the move done. Oh, is he? No, he does not run deep. I'm looking at the wrong angle of that one. Yeah, that's a good move by Babby. Oh, a bit of a snap from Will there, catching back up to Babby there through the loop. But yeah, that was a nice move there with a very good run.
Yeah, excellent move there by Glory Babby, as Will Hammond try and come back at him, but will he have the exit to pull away again? Yes, he does. Will Hammond trying to get back up the inside, but not able to get it done. This is the last lap, so not too surprising. Babby was willing to risk it around the outside going into the bus stop, and he did a very good job. Not the best run actually through turn 9 at present, but I think he's got enough of a gap to stay ahead of the Mercedes. But yeah, really good job to hold that around the outside. That was a move of the race for sure. I think Will Hammond wants that back, but as Lucas Keys will run through the last corner and will cross the line to win the final round here of iRacing Season 2. Joshua Struick, P2 in the Castrol Porsche, and we got a bit of a gap as it grown out to 19 seconds to Ryan Borg present, so those front two have really left the rest of the field. It would have been interesting to see how that gap at front would have gone if Leo Dreyer wasn't in there to kind of separate them out a little bit. But it looked like they were pretty even Stevens for the most part of the race. But Patrick Johnson gonna run across the line, gets back up to P4, Glory Babby P5, when Will Hammond will finish P6 as well.
Yeah, good job with Will there with that limping Mercedes, the damage in the front left corner. But oh my Jesus, that is a rather large accident. But yeah, that was some very good fighting there through the mid pack there, very close indeed. Oh, is that Michael Clark going for a spin off the second last corner on his lap? He's not finished the race yet, so just getting a little bit too confident there towards the end of the race and just going for one last spin just to seal his fate, and that's going to leave him in lucky P13 on that one.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, unfortunately for him. Quite a few drivers who probably didn't love the conditions out there, but it's overall a pretty close race. A few safety cars out there and some quite substantial incidents as well. Not naming any names, but you can see there one in particular on screen right now, Ben Hignett, unfortunately having that rollover. But yeah, that will round things out for the season finale. It's been a good race of iRacing. Hopefully we'll see what iRacing has in the future as well. We're gonna obviously have a bit of a few weeks off, I imagine, until the next season start up. And obviously we're not done for this week, but yeah, there's going to be a few weeks off, so to speak. But next Saturday we'll have June 13th, the Watkins Glen back here again for 12 hours on ACC. So should be an interesting one to watch as the guys just have a bit of fun there towards the end. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Obviously tomorrow, like I said, LMU, no LMU WEC, but we will be going at 9 o'clock AEST as usual for Split Red back here at Watkins Glen on ACC just for that season finale. And as I said again, on Saturday we will have our combined ELMS and WEC split for Le Mans Ultimate, that aforementioned Le Mans. So yeah, pretty good race overall. Lucas Keys, as you see, it'll be interesting to see after the race who ended up taking the championship, because I imagine it was pretty close overall. Nice to see all the contenders showed up, and yeah, good result there for Glory Babby to recover after that, I believe, first lap or second lap, unfortunately having that moment and falling back to the back of the field. But the safety cars kind of saved him a little bit. But yeah, hopefully iRacing kind of grows. Maybe we'll get two splits, who knows, and maybe not just GT3 racing. We'll have to stay tuned for that one. But yeah, other than that, is there any closing thoughts from you, Liam?
Yeah, I guess it's just highlighted the wet weather racing in iRacing seems to be quite good, and yeah, very tricky conditions for these guys. So yeah, Lucas Keys, Josh Struick, and Ryan Borg did pretty good to keep them out of the wall, not make any big mistakes that we saw. The biggest one probably being from Ryan there, just running a bit wide. But yeah, very good battle in the mid pack from these guys, and a very good race overall, and enjoyable one for Watkins Glen. And it's got me excited for the upcoming 12-hour.
Yeah, exactly. That'll be next Saturday, as said. But that'll be it for tonight, and stay tuned tomorrow for Split Red as well. But yep, I've been Cameron. That's Liam. Thank you again to Glenn on the cameras, and thank you everyone to all the people who helped run the iRacing series as well. Joshua Holmes, Mitch Hobbs, and everyone else as well, all the stewards. But yeah, that'll be us from us tonight, and yeah, catch you tomorrow for Split Red.